Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I hope everyone is well. We have a full house tonight. We have a full 10 people sharing 10 campaigns. I'm going to write it down on my effing paper and I'm going to try to get people some money. It's going to be a good time, but I'm going to need your help. So if you are watching this, I need you to watch it, find some stuff, back some stuff. It's going to be a crazy night. It's going to be a wild night. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to get everybody some money. We're going to figure it all out. But a couple things, a couple of housekeeping. I need to know you see this. So if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on Facebook or wherever you're watching, if you can leave a comment just so I know that you can see me, that you're on, all that stuff. So we can handle all that right now. And then everything can go from there. What else? Little housekeeping. Orange Cone Productions, we sent out all Grand State Punk. We are 98% filled on Cthulhu because we're missing a couple boxes, but other than that, that's really good. Voodoo Nations just got sent to the printer. Should have that by the end of next week, and I'll ship that out the week after. So things are great. Got some Kickstarters live. Like I said, comment, leave, let me know you're here. I'm going to invite people on based on how much I like them. That's how I do it. Some of these people I don't know, so they're going to be last because I don't even know who these fucking people are. But the rest of them I'm going to invite based on how much I like them. Marvin's here. Thank you, Marvin. All right. So the first person I like the most, I like Rob Maltari the most. Hi, Rob. How are you?
Now I feel called out.
Yeah, no, I like you the most. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody else.
So how are you tonight?
I'm good. Been trying to keep up with everything since, starting back up with my job and then right now kids in school and Kickstarter, so living that dream.
Yeah, let's talk about Snowpaw in just a minute. Let's get some other people. Now, for the record, there's two people I like more than this person. But this person gave me money most recently. So, Braden, how are you?
Hey, I did it through money, folks, and that's all it's ever going to be.
He paid me to do a book, so I got to like him. And he's my boy. I'm trying to help him out, get him. He's very close to funded. We're going to see if we can help out a little bit tonight. We're going to talk about Skepsite. He keeps telling me it's a great book.
I keep saying it, and I hope that other people believe it.
Right. But you also, you're Tim Hortons guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, but yeah, we need some Facebook likes. The next up here is, this one's tough. Fuck. All right. I'm going through a couple people here because I like MJ a lot. I like Jerry a lot, but Tom's my boy. And Marvin hasn't been on the show ever because I assume he hates me. So I think that's it. Sarah's always in my peripheral. Ooh.
I feel like Marvin's like the nicest guy. How could he hate anybody?
I mean, we'll investigate that further, Rob. I think that's a great thing to investigate a little bit. Small but muddy group. Oh, it's not small but muddy, Joe, because we've got the good Tom Hutchinson here. We're gonna put Tom in. He is the second.
I would have been the first on this show if I had still worn the cat ears. I'm convinced that my aura has reduced since I ditched the cat ears. Everybody gave me static about the cat ears, and then I took them off, and they're like, "Oh, where's the cat ears?" I'm like, "People, you got to make up your mind."
Same reason why Sarah's further back is people who owe me scripts who never sent them. So that's further behind.
This is fair. Yeah.
My next boy is Jerry. So Jerry, I like Jerry a lot. I like him as a person, but I like his cousin more. His cousin is James Tyrion, which I should probably learn how to say it since we're such good friends.
I would start there. I would start by learning his name. Yeah.
Can I just go the third? Like if I walked up to him and go the third, he would be like.
You know, it's funny. He named his company Tiny Onion specifically to help people pronounce his name. Like that's the whole point of the company.
Is that right?
Yeah, James Tynan. Yeah.
We got to get some ladies up in here. So let's get MJ up here. Hi, hey, lady.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi, MJ. Thanks for joining us. It was a real sausage party until you got here.
But not that bad movie though. That Sausage Party movie was just not good. Like that's
not as funny as it should have been.
And why did it get a TV
show? Concept, but poor execution.
And my son, when he was like 3, really wanted to watch that movie. Really loved it when it was an option. You got Marvin. How are you?
I feel called out. I don't think I hate anybody today. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
When I get up in the morning, I'm going to hate on some people. Just
You don't have one enemy. You should always have at least one enemy on hand that you can curse at any moment.
made Travis is my enemy now.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'm
arching him
stand
now.
corrected. I thought Marvin was like the nicest guy. I didn't know he had enemies.
Until
Robert,
he's
I'm not trying to
crossed.
tell you how to live your life, but if you've seen how I handle my enemies sometimes, maybe
You're not my arch. I'm arching you.
I'm not afraid to call people out on the internet. I'm just saying.
Receipts.
So I want again, Sarah. That script is why you're not next. I just want to let you know that. Patrick, how are you, good sir?
Hey, I'm not last. That's I'm glad to see that.
No, Sean Lewis is. I don't even know who Sean Lewis is. He could be like a horrible person. I don't even know. We'll check it out in a minute. I'm sure he's fine. He came highly recommended by someone who I trust. So
How bad could it be?
Well, one time I invited people who had porn in, and that wasn't good during COVID.
I remember that, and I remember Katrina's face. Katrina Rhodes, when it happened, she was like,
Well, wait,
And
at
there was
what
2 of
point
them.
in the live cast did you find that out?
When I called on them to introduce themselves and they showed it, so I quickly booted them and then called on the other guy who I didn't recognize, and then he did it too, and I was like, well played. And then I realized you can never send this link out live. That's just not just the way it works.
"Yeah, you can't put that out in the Facebook world."
Sarah, I love you. You're great. I take back anything that this Sean Lewis guy who's come out said about you. Like, he was just talking crap, it's just or Marvin. Yeah, Marvin's my enemy now. Marvin was out of control. You couldn't hear it because you weren't here.
Right. You know what? I believe you. And in my defense, I do have a script finished for you, but I'm an idiot and I didn't send it to you. And like just as you were saying that, I was like, oh no, I don't think I did that. So I do have a script for you. Just one right now. I've got a half-assed idea for the other one. So
I'm going to write my script while we're on this show. So
I
there you
appreciate
go.
that.
Do the
when I'm
thing.
not talking, I'm just going to mute, and you'll see things like this happening.
Like what, the Jim Carrey where he was
Yeah, the
God.
Jim Carrey script is happening.
Fantastic.
I know I had one like fully done really fast. Well, it wasn't as fast as Travis asked for, to be fair, but it was pretty fast for me. And then the second one, I was like, I've got this idea, but it's not fully formed. I'll just sit on it for a little bit, and then like it's not doing what I want it to do in my brain. So I kind of keep putting it off, but I should at least
I'll
send you the
have you-
one.
I'll have you know, Sarah, I have lied about not having a script and wrote it right after a show as well. So fear not. These things have happened. And sometimes I sent Rob a script a long time ago. He's just like, that's great. It's in a folder. You're welcome. So sometimes it doesn't even matter. John Lewis. how are you?
But we never really had it.
Good, thank you.
Just wanted to send it. You know what my
Like,
deadline was? When I get money to make it.
How are you, Sean?
I'm good. I'm the new horrible person. You'll never trust Matt Campbell again. So
I
Fair.
mean, it's probably an accurate thing. Patrick Bixie's art is giving me imposter syndrome. It's so good. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bixby
yeah.
Grant looks nice.
Thank you very much. That's all my art team with Gonzalo Martinez and Arthur Hesley on colors. And who was that just made that comment? Because they were hitting me up on Facebook today about it as well. And so I passed the message along. There he is, Gerald.
Oh, Gerald.
I'm very lucky
in your
to be able to
DMs?
work with this team. Yeah.
Gerald's in the DMs. Sounds about right.
Damn, in the DMs. All right. So, got a lot going on tonight. We got some people sharing it out. I appreciate that. We got some watches, not as big as I'd like, but that'll come. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to fuck around tonight. I'm already swearing, and it's 10:11. This is not going to go well. All right. I'm going to make. So what we're going to do? We're going to go over people's links. We're going to look at some books. I'm going to write them down on my piece of paper. We're going to try to get some people some money. You're going to share your project out. You're not going to go into crazy amount of details. If I feel like I don't got enough, I'll ask a couple questions. And then we're going to get some people some money. If you're watching this show, the point of this is to get backers for people. A lot of other shows, if you just want to shoot the shit and hear about craft and all that, and that's great. In fact, we could even do that, but you got to give them money first. Like you got to pay to play here. That's what we do. So we're not going to mess around. We're going to give people some money. We're going to sell some comic books. We're going to bring joy in people's life, because if comics don't bring you joy, why the fuck are you my friend? And why are you watching this on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching it? So, or Substack, I guess Jerry has it on. Is it
testing
working?
It out for the first time. I mean, it's there. I got 3 people watching right now.
All right. If you have a comment on Substack, Jerry will let us know, because I don't think it's gonna go through my feed. Same thing with you, Rob. I think you're streaming. I don't think it's gonna go through my feed either. No.
I'm on Instagram too. I
It's
don't
streaming
think that comes
through YouTube, so who knows?
All right, so let's see who we got here. We got some cool stuff. I love talking the shit and talking crap. Okay, all right. We're just gonna let that pass. We've got a new action figure comic guy. We don't need you anymore, Jay. In fact, let's bring that one up first, because
oh, Jay.
Yeah, we don't need Jay anymore. Jay's been replaced by Marvin. Marvin, what do you got here? What is going on here? There's action figures.
A bunch of craziness that I'm kicking myself for doing this for so long. Oh, Jay. Oh, that's why you said Jay. I didn't see he made a comment.
Yeah, Jay made a comment. See.
So we've got the Blaine 118 scale action figure. If you're unfamiliar with 118 scale, this would be the 80s and the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe scale. So the 3¼ inches, almost 4 inch tall. Included with the action figure, and its 25 points of articulation, is a one-shot comic called Blaine High Stakes, where our character Blaine from the Edge is headed to Las Vegas to shoot up and make a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I think you mean shoot him up, not shoot up, right? Because he's not doing drugs. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know anything about him.
I mean, he is going to Vegas.
Yeah,
right.
The first stretch goal is unlocking paraphernalia.
So that's 2 pages from the high stakes. We've got poker chips.
Okay.
We've got a stand, an action figure stand that's going to be like the poker chip, and then those are the other figures from Series 1. We've got army builders, so suit figures. Each army builder comes with 1 figure for heads. We've got heads to unlock. We've got cards.
And how many issues are you in the Edge now?
Issue 12 is out next month.
Okay, all right. So you're at a year. I know it's taken longer than a year, but you're at a year in Marvel and DC world.
Yeah, right. So and there's coffee too. So if you like, it's spiced rum is the flavor.
Okay.
Brought to you by the good folks at Comics on Coffee.
All right. It's a great book here. Let's see where you're at. So you were at. I'm going to write you down on my little piece of paper here. I'll make it big for a second.
Yeah, so anyone who orders the action figure, the one shot comes free. It's going to be, I think, 48 pages.
Yeah.
So you can get that. You get the chips. You can get add-ons. You can get a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff in there.
All right. You still got an uphill climb here. You got a big ask here. 15.
Oh, definitely. Okay. I'm confident.
Nice.
It looks
and
great.
you can even get that if you just want to help out. There's a $2 digital, there's a $5 digital, there's a $7 digital. So there's a lot of options if you just want to help get the goal here.
I'm already signed up for that figure. Give me that figure.
Nice. That's nice.
I got people were all saying, "Hey, I need this to fund." I said, "Me too, me too."
Oh, I saw some cool Edge character cards from my mate Chris Stahl. They're pretty awesome. Okay.
All right, and we're adding more to the set. So there's one more card to add to the set as we go along, and there's one more. I'm going to reveal one more page next week. So we'll have 3 pages shown from the book, and there is the last stretch goal is another army builder set. So.
Well, we're going to try to get you at least one backer tonight. We're going to share this out. Here, let me bring it back up on the thing. We're going to share this out. So if people haven't backed, back it now. Get an action figure. If you've never heard of The Edge, read it. It's found in your comic shops and in from Marvin himself.
Yep. Or you can get issue 1 is available in there as physical and digital.
Nice.
When I get that, I'm going to put it right next to my critter where it stands at the side.
Nice.
I got my critter too. She's upstairs in the attic right now.
All right. So I've shared it out. So hopefully we can get that and get everything good. All right. What else do I got here? All right. Next up, I wrote you down. Like I said, you're at 6,738. 45 backers. You're going to try to get you 6,745. 46 backers at least. It's the least we're going to try to do.
Let's do it.
Okay. Next up, Sean is next. This new guy who I probably can't trust it. Is this going to be appropriate stuff, Sean?
No, scroll down to the porn if you want to real quick, and we'll start with that. No,
All right,
it should be fine. It should be fine.
And are you you're not no, you're not the one from Australia. Okay.
No, Colorado.
Yeah, that's
Colorado.
Some of the thing was from Australia. Like I could be there. I was like, you sure? It's really early.
Australia, Colorado. I know that place.
Right.
So what do we got here, Sean?
4 living embodiments of the canopic jars are hired by the CIA to stop some mythical gods from breaking into the Vatican and steal the Star Prison of Demons. So we got some issue 1. It's a 2-issue series, standalone series, 47 pages in total. Got a couple of preview pages in there. And so we did a lot of variant covers on this one from Matt Campbell, Ben Perkins, William Russell, Daniel Pez Lopez, going from a new artist in Celeste Snyder out of Colorado. So kept it pretty lean on this Kickstarter, just some very basic stuff.
Okay. Nice. And you said it's only 2 issues? It's only 2-issue series?
Yeah, 2-issue standalone series. We're gonna do 3 standalone stories and have them in a hardcover at the end of the year, 2026, not this year.
All right. Nice. Okay. And has this been on Kickstarter before? Has issue 1 been, or is this how it's come 1 and 2 together?
Yeah, 1 and 2 comes together. We went live 3 days ago. So yep.
Okay. All right.
Just wanted it self-contained. They can get this story and need nothing else to go with it. So
yeah, and you can get the digital for 10 here, so that's pretty reasonable. Oh, and 1 and 2 together for $20. This good quality right here, really easy to get. So very affordable. So no problems here.
thank you.
All right. Well, let's write you down. Like I said, we'll go into things in a little bit more detail, but we got a lot of people. We got to go through it.
No way. I understand. 100%.
Heartless Bastards.
Not a very PC title, but
I assume my wife is in here somewhere. She was a heartless bastard.
Ouch.
I said ex-wife, right? I said that, right? I didn't.
You're in trouble now, man.
Right? I know, like my wife comes running in, like, what did you say? No, I said.
I think you meant future ex-wife.
Right.
I am not going to have a future ex-wife. I'm all in. And let it be known publicly and everyone. I've said this to Rob and many people. If for some reason something happens, I don't care what I say on the internet. I fucked it up. I don't care what the story is. I did something wrong. I'm lying. Don't trust me. She's a saint. All right. Next up here, we got Mr. Tom Hutchinson. I've been looking at this book for days, Tom.
Days and days, huh?
Days. And you don't run for many days, so like I don't have any much longer to make the decision here. But I would kind of like a big giant book in my house.
I agree.
You know, I do have an affinity for Oz. I have done a book or two in that world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is this is our first ever omnibus. For those who don't know what an omnibus is, it's a big honking book. You've seen them from Marvel and DC. They're usually like about 1,000 pages. These aren't quite that big. This will be about 500 pages. It'll be the first 4 volumes of this series, which is basically a Western reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. So instead of ruby slippers, Dorothy's got ruby spurs, ruby bullets, Toto's her horse. So our first 4 volumes are basically out of print. Whatever I have in the warehouse is all that I've got left. We had to make a decision of, okay, do we just reprint all of these books again? Or do we do something and create a new product? And the decision was make a new product. So the omnibus is being produced. It's going to be a hardcover edition. There's a hardcover with a special sepia tone dust jacket. And then if you don't need the hardcover stuff, there's a trade paperback version of it as well. All of them have a new Nia Rufino cover. She's the only artist in the entire almost 15-year history of the series that has worked on every single issue we've ever done, including all of the spinoffs. So we obviously had to come back to her to do that cover. But this is also part of what we call our annual book fair now. So while you're going to get that chance to get those new Oz books, we also have stuff from all of the things that we do. Critter, Penny for Your Soul, Ursa Minor, Goth Day. We have art prints that you're scrolling through right now. There's catch-up tiers. There's some variants that we pull from the warehouse. That's why we call it the book fair. It's sort of the all-inclusive campaign for all things Big Dog Inc. But then we also have the sort of the primary, this is the new thing. But, if you want to catch up with us in general, figure out some stuff you haven't seen, that's what this campaign's all about.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I love this series, and I know I've heard Chuck about 1,000 times, and
it's what's really cool about the book, and I mean this is obviously if you get trade paperbacks too, but when you get this one big book as you're reading through it, it's really going to be cool to watch the progression of both the writing, because this was the 3rd book I ever released in my 2nd year way back when. So you're going to watch a progression of the writing. You're going to watch a progression of Allison Borges, the artist. You're going to watch him grow through this whole thing. It's a really cool sort of time capsule of many years put into one big book to kind of watch this thing become, what it is now. So that's part of the fun of these big things too.
Oh. All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta get this shared out. That's the first time I've seen your Jack the Pumpkinhead in here, and I didn't realize he was human.
Yep, Jack Pumpkinhead, our Jack. There is magic and steampunk stuff in this, but when we did Jack Pumpkinhead, I didn't want to just be like, oh, here's a dude with a pumpkinhead. So we reimagined him. Jen Broomall helped me design a lot of these characters, and I was like, look, we want to have Jack. We want to have that jack-o'-lantern thing, but for us, he's a guy with a jack-o'-lantern handkerchief over his face rather than like a legitimate pumpkin head on a stick. So yeah, that works a lot better in what we do.
Yeah. All right. So the links have been sent out. Let's write this down. You're at I've already messed up my whole thing because I've got Marvin and then I got Heartless Bastards because I like that title. Or I'm calling Sean a Heartless Bastard. I don't know which one. Oh,
I'll take it. That's fine.
Sean.
Better than noob. So
you were at 15656. 151 backers. We're going to try to get you to 151 to 15,686, I guess. Seems like good. We can get you a little money tonight. All right. Yeah, I've been looking at this and deciding if it's in my budget, like many of us for the big artists. But it's a good purchase, and I know it's probably. I assume it's probably cheaper than buying them individually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And as always, whatever prices you see in there, that's just it. There's no extra shipping or anything. It's just that's your price. That's all you're paying. Yeah, and the soft cover is $65, so it's not bad at all for 4 trades.
Yep. So, especially if we're talking Kickstarter trade money. All right, we got you up there. We've got Jerry's back for a second week in a row.
Yes, sir.
Jerry, what's going on in the Substack? Any excitement?
I got one person who's chatting with me. You say hi to Joshua Rubin, everybody. He's also a Kickstarter creator. I've been sharing all the links with him there. And I got 3 other people watching, but have not commented yet. If you're watching on my Substack, say hi. If you have comments, I'll share with the group. And if you miss one of the links, I can share that too. I've been sharing all those in here too.
Nice. That's nice. Cool. All right. So we have not only Gary is people who know people. We found out last week that he can call Neil Patrick Harris, which if you don't know, I'm a huge How I Met Your Mother fan, so I'm working on that. He also knows Scott Snyder and is doing a book with him. So why don't you tell us about this Scott Snyder book? And then tell me that I'm wrong.
Well, I would say it might take him a minute to remember who I am if you asked him who I was. So I wouldn't say that.
You're Scott Snyder adjacent.
We're Scott Snyder adjacent. That's good. That's a good way to put it. So this is a book called Scott Snyder Presents the Cloakroom. It's an anthology series that comes from his Substack. He runs a writing workshop class through his Substack where like once a month roughly he has on another creator and they talk about the process and sort of storytelling and working with artists and kind of how the business works sometimes. And he has on great people, and there's a lot of people that listen in, and then basically some people in the Substack, if you're a paid subscriber, you can meet with Scott, you can go through stories, he'll give you notes. And so a bunch of people who wanted to kind of apply the craft started doing this anthology series a few years ago. I took it over about 2 years ago and converted it to an issue-based thing. So roughly every 3 or 4 months, we have a new issue. My partner, Veronica Howell, and I do it together. And it's all people in the class. So if you're in Scott's Substack and you've been working on a story based on what you've learned in the class, you can pitch it to us, and then we'll work with you as your editor. We'll help you find an artist. We help fund it. We'll find you a letterer. We'll make it look all nice and professional. We publish it in one of these very nice, fancy books. And then we, raise money for them on Kickstarter. So this is our 5th issue. There were 2 larger volumes before us. So there's between the volumes and the 5 issues, we have something like 500 pages of short comics available here. And if you know one of the creators and you want to come in and just get this issue, you can get it for, as little as $8 digital and 15 for a physical copy. But if you, want to order all the back issues and all the back stuff, there's lots of ways to mix and match and pick up old issues and stuff like that. But it's kind of cool, and it's pure like indie. A lot of these people, it's their first time publishing anything anywhere, so it gives all these people who have aspirations of a career in comics something that they can physically hold and pitch with, and say, "Here's a story I made, and here it is in the real world," which is kind of cool. And then any money we make above our costs goes back to the creators. Like Veronica and I don't actually keep any of the money, which is a business decision we made that we, looking back. But here we are. No regrets.
You got an Eisner nominee, right? Not a winner, but an Eisner nominee.
Yeah, there was an Eisner nominee in the first issue. It was called Beekeeper's Due. A guy named Jimmy Stamp.
And I love this cover. I still want to point at this cover. I think it's great. I love it.
It's a boy named Matt Salisbury. Matt has done a cover for almost every issue. I think everything but our holiday issue. He's also done, I think he was the artist on one story, and he had his own story in it as well.
I think I want a broke down cover from him. Every time I look at that, I
will connect you, buddy.
All right. So you had 2,053 with 111 backers. We're going to try to get you to 2,064 with 12 backers. So try to get you at least one tonight. That's the plan. I'm going to share it out, and then we're going to go on to the next person. Chase says hi and hopes everyone is well. Hi, Chase.
Hi,
Chase and I, Chase just sent me a long proposal for a comic. We're going to be maybe working a comic together. So he's going to work on his first comic, I think. So that's exciting. All right. That is all shared out. Let's see who else we got here. Next up, we've got the Tim Horton lover himself.
Hey, what it is?
So how does it feel to be in Canada? Because it's not great being in America, I gotta tell you. So how's it over there?
You hate the cold, but you love the political piece of it all. I don't know, man. I look across the pond, and you guys are doing a little rough over there.
Yeah, don't look down.
Yeah, no. I'm happy to be where I'm at. That's for sure.
So tell us about the sketch night.
Sketch night, yeah. Sketch night takes place in Rook City. Rook City is my shared universe where I launched my first book, Haven. Sketch night follows William Wilds. I'm an Enhanced, which is like my take on X-Men. Enhanced are feared for the powers they have and the destruction that those powers give. Very important to note. So William Wilds, he's a wheelchair user. I'm a disability support worker, and that was really, really important. I wanted to put that representation in the story. And Sketch Night really is my, I like to say, Spider-Man mixed with like a Full Metal Alchemist power set. I have a crossover print with Gerald Von Stoddard, the always talented, and it's a hell of a book. I like to say if Haven was kind of like showing how the city reacts when things get blown up, Sketch Night is really a story of, when you're a kid with these powers and everybody fears you and this, what happens when the people close to us find out what we can do. And yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're so close. You got 3 days left.
Yes.
So we gotta really get some eyes on this because this we got to make sure it gets across this goal. And just in case you don't know, for people who are here for me, I am doing the next of the Rock universe. So
Travis Gibb will be the next one.
So you want to jump in now, so you don't have to buy this later. It saves money.
There you go, 100%.
And I can vouch for how awesome this book is. Braden was nice enough to let me read an advanced copy, and it's pretty dope.
Cool, I appreciate that, man. For real.
Anytime.
He won't even let me read it.
That's not true. You have not asked. You have an open window to my communication, sir.
I don't even know your email address. So
hey, you want to know the irony? Travis, he gave it to me on your Discord.
I don't even go to my Discord. Frank's there. I don't like to go.
Somebody's on your Discord. I can hear that thing popping off.
Yeah, I'm sure Frank is telling people how great the library system is. I don't know, whatever it does.
And your letter, he's Ringo nominated, right? I think, right?
Yep, nominated.
Yep.
I'm all design. Ringo nominated. He's in the finals now. So it's him and a couple of people, and I'm pulling out for him because he's worked on all my books, and I can't say nice enough things about the guy.
Well, next time you talk to him, let him know that he actually has a shot. So if you look at the records for letterers, did you look at the past winners?
But I have not personally.
Okay.
But
one guy has won the majority of them.
Oh, wow.
And he does a little book called Yosagio Jimbo. Because he hand letters Stan Sakai. Is that how you say your last name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I said it right. Stan Sakai. So he has won the majority. For some reason, he's not nominated this year. So your dude has a shot.
Hey, let's go. that was
I am
huge.
also
That'd be
nominated this year, but I'm going against a Scott Pilgrim box set. So odds of me,
Yeah. Good luck
things
with
are
that.
not looking good for
Yeah.
your hero. All right, I've shared out the link. Like I said, 3 days. This is emergency, guys. If you haven't backed it, back it. We need support.
good book.
Gerald has stuff here. Gerald says I also have an original cover art for a Lucky Bastard. If they're interested in the Scott Snipe variant. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. We
How's this variant doing? Let me see.
I feel like it's doing pretty
He's
good.
got two. See, it's all right. So there's a cover A. He's got two. He's got to get more than cover B. Come on, support your Gerald.
Yeah,
I've got some people on Instagram telling me that that's their favorite one. That's a really nice one.
Hey, look at that. Gerald gets some love. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
He's a maniac. He's crazy talented, and he's
Show us you really love it by backing it. People on Instagram.
That's what I just said.
Give it money, guys. Let's go.
By the way, don't be scared by the Canadian prices here. The shipping is $11, which I know, which is very reasonable compared to we have to charge them 15 plus. So they're way nicer to us than we are to them. So give back a little bit.
yeah, very very cheap. Everything's printed and shipped in the U.S. too, so no crazy prices there.
Well, don't tell us that when you're charging us $11, Braden.
Well, listen, okay, it's expensive to get everything. It's expensive to get everything there, you know.
All right. All right, so let's get you at least to 89 backers, get you a little closer to that goal. We've got 3 days left to get that. I hope John's watching. John, if you haven't got this one, we need to get John on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. John was here last week, and he was Santa Claus.
John, hit me up. All right, that's what I
missed last week. Wasn't it, Jerry? It was Santa Claus. Everyone got it was ridiculous last week.
Yes. What are they? Best Bud Comics?
Best Bud Comics. They were showing
Best Bud
some
Comics. They were like Santa Clausing everybody's Kickstarters. It was great. It was like Oprah giving out like hams or whatever she used to give out back in the day.
I think it was cars, not hams, but I mean maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched it.
Somebody used to give out hams. No, Letterman used to do hams as a joke. That's right.
Why do all the women have
the hams would probably hold more value.
All right. Next up on my list, we got you there. All right. We're going to Backer Kit, a strange foreign land that I've read about on the internet. I heard they have comics there. Oh, there's a big thing that says, "Hey, just so you know." Here, actually, hold on. Let me show that before I click it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now late night. Sarah's bringing the late night to us. There's a big warning. It says this project contains mature content and may not be suitable for all audiences. So, Braden, I don't know Canada's rules on this, so if you need to bow out for a minute and come back after.
Yeah, I have to cover my eyes. You know.
Well-known fact: nobody in Canada likes
scrolls too far. It'll be fine. I'll stop you before you scroll too far.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you won't be able to look at any of the covers because they're all below the don't scroll past line.
Right.
So that sucks.
Maybe I'll sneak one in real quick and see if we can get it past. But just one though. I don't.
They are all censored. Everything is all the naughty bits are censored, but they are there.
That should be okay.
Okay.
That's.
Well, it's your show, so I'll trust you to do it, to take care of that.
All right. A sexy, sneaky adventure. Tell us what's going on here, Sarah.
So the main character, Luca, used to be a special agent for the government, and then she found out they were doing some stuff that they were kind of using her for stuff that she didn't actually understand, and she didn't like that. So she left that job. She works on her own. She works for herself now, and she got herself a crew. And they go and they do, how should we say, delicate jobs for anybody who can pay. Sometimes they're legal, sometimes they're not. Usually they're not. So sometimes, and the tagline is like, sometimes you want something that's not yours, and sometimes you can't get it legally. So this is who you call.
Okay.
And she is we in the first issue here. She jumps in to the middle. We're in the middle of a job, and she maybe is getting in a little bit over her head on this one.
Okay. So we got a homage there. So
she spends a non-zero amount of time in air ducts in this issue, so I thought it would be wrong not to do a Die Hard homage.
Right, of course.
Oh, and yeah, this is fun. With this, the reason that I'm on BackerKit, because I get this question a lot, why BackerKit and not Kickstarter? It's because we're doing a Printopia. The event is called Printopia, and a bunch of creators have gotten together to do this event together, and most of us got cross collab partners, and I cross collabed with Ablaze and Ben Fisher, and if both of our projects fund, and you back both Valhalla by Ben Fisher and Noctiluca, then you get a short story collection from the both of us, where we're going to write a story in each other's worlds. It'll be
nice.
It'll be interesting.
Is Ablaze publishing this?
Yes. No. Mine. No. They're publishing Valhalla.
Okay.
Which is about it's that one's a really cool one too. You the link is right there. Do you see off to the side? It says.
I see the link. He ain't here.
Yeah, no,
he ain't here right now.
You don't have to click it, but anybody who's maybe interested should go click it, because it is actually a really fun book.
And I like the dude.
Yeah, Ben's really cool. I just met him. Like, they sent me. I had no idea. I'd never met him before, and that turns out I own like 3 of his books, and I didn't even know it.
He's a very cool guy. I love him. He's a great creator.
Yeah, they sent me a collab request out of the blue, like the day before this thing launched, and we scrambled to get a collaboration prize together, and Ben's awesome, and yeah, I own like 3 of his Grumpy Cat comics.
Nice. Yeah, this book looks fun. Is it a one shot? Is it a series?
It is a series.
Okay.
And the other thing that I want to say is, like, some people they like the stories, but they don't care for the NSFW stuff. And this one, it doesn't have a ton of NSFW, but there is some, obviously, as you can see.
Right.
But what I've done for this book is we made 2 versions. The story is exactly the same, but we tastefully censored or adjusted the art so that the most spicy parts aren't as spicy, so that, if you left this on the coffee table and your kid got a hold of it, it wouldn't traumatize them for life or anything. So it's it's for people, if this sounds interesting but you're not really into the nudity and stuff, then you can grab the sweet. There's a lollipop on all the versions that are sweet, which don't have nudity, and then there's a chili pepper on all the versions that do have nudity. And if you grab the one with the lollipop on it, then you're going to be getting the one that has the tasteful censorship, and it's the exact same story, almost the exact same dialogue and everything. Like, we kept it as close to exact panel for panel as possible.
Okay, I really love this art style. It's very, very good. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
And it's interesting to see it in the not safe for work thing, because it's not that style that you normally see in that. Normally, not safe for work is very clean, so it's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, and this is from, like, that scene in Austin Powers. Which scene? There's so many.
There is no inappropriate scenes in Austin Powers. Blasphemy, Fred. Blasphemy.
Yeah, the art's by Val Sanois. So she's Italian, and I mess up her name every single time I say it. So I'm sorry, Val. And then Martina Rossi did the colors. Another Italian artist who's amazing, and I think some of us are friends with Martina on Facebook. She does great colors.
All right. Well, I'm going to write you down here. We're going to try to get you a backer tonight. See if people. You were the first person from BackerKit to ever come on the show. We've had other platforms, so let's see what we can do there.
That's interesting.
So
yeah, BackerKit's, it's okay for comics. It's better for merch, I'm finding.
Yeah, no, I think they're trying to get it though.
I mean, maybe.
They said better, not good.
I mean, better for merch. I don't know. Like, I
Well,
remember I did the plushies on both campaign or both
that's fair,
things. So it's like,
You probably have more experience. I've only done 2 merch campaigns over there, so I don't have the most experience, but I thought, backer, there's Zenoscope has a book over there, Steve Rude has a book over there for this Printopia event, and so I was like, well, if I can piggyback off of Steve Rude's audience, right?
All right. So I like backer. The only thing I'm going to talk bad about this particular version versus the one they did last year, like they have it weirdly set it up, like in sections and stuff.
Yeah,
it's really hard to navigate. It's really hard to navigate. Like I knew you were on there, but I couldn't find you the other day when I was looking at the books, and that's if I have to search too hard, that's not good.
Yeah, it's weird. They got the Printopia label for everybody, but then they separated us further into 4 groups.
Right.
And they put like the kids books and the young adult books, and then the not safe for work stuff is in its own. It's interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
So, all right, let's stick with the ladies. And MJ, tell us what's up. You, by the way, you got a message today. Someone sent me a long message yelling at me today because of you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This gentleman goes, and hopefully he's not watching because he'll be like, why are you talking crap? Hold on. Is it expensive to have prepared 2 versions of the book? Sorry. Question for you, Sarah.
What was that for me? It costs a couple $100 more, I guess, in the art costs mostly. But no, not that bad. And I hope more people do it because it's a great idea for people who have the sexy books that have fans that don't like the sexy books.
what about printing though? Wouldn't that add a little bit extra cost to printing?
We'll find out. No, no, it shouldn't. I did some math on it, and it shouldn't be a terrible problem. But that's with my printer. I don't know about everybody's printer.
Yeah, so. Can we all have your printer's information, please? They're about to get real busy.
So MJ, here's what happened.
Yeah.
He sends me a real long message. Hey, I don't know who you are. Thank you for accepting my friend request. I don't know where the alchemist is. There's a lot of alchemists on the internet. I need to know which one of the alchemists it is. And I was like, sir, I don't like your tone. But what are you talking about? Come to find out he's really excited about Indie-tober, and he's trying to gather material to draw everything for Indie-tober, which is great. I'm excited because I know you're part of that this year. Actually, so isn't Rob this year, so it's going to be really cool. But yeah,
I'm so sorry. I put my reference pictures in the Facebook group. Like I did exactly as you asked.
You did everything you needed to do. It's just this people be cray.
Now I'm not going to be invited back to Indie-tober because I get.
But I sent it,
or maybe this guy won't be.
I sent it, but I said depends on how good his art is, Rob. But I did send him the link to your Kickstarter so we could prepare. So.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
So, all right. So let's have everyone else see the link to this Kickstarter. What's going on over here?
Yeah, so we're doing a trade collection from my Turkish Ottoman fantasy adventure series, The Alchemist of Aurelia. It is about a wizard who enjoys reading about magic more than practicing it. But too bad because she's going to have to go on a quest to stop a witch's revenge. And to do that, she's researching this old legend and hoping that it's true because otherwise they're going to be shit out of luck. So we've got the first 4 issues. It's going to be over 180 pages. And in addition to these, we have a new short story. We also have our Dungeon Delver Sophia short, which takes place in the same world, but a few hundred years earlier. We've got a map into the world that's going to be included. We got mini comics. We have all kinds of reward levels. You can see that on both our softcover and our hardcover book, we're going to have gold stamp foiling because Ryan Crowboth told me I had to. We also are going to do a pin for the first time, so I'm very excited about that. We have original art for sale. You can even buy the cover art from the book as like the top reward. Just all kinds of treasures and bonanzas happening. We just started Indie Bundle Bonanza, so for every 10 backers we get, we're going to add an additional indie comic that you'll get for free with your pledge. So, you know, keep those backers coming so we can get you more comics.
Nice.
MJ, something you need to learn about Ryan Kroboff is that he loves to spend your money when it comes to your books.
But he's not wrong, is he?
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he's throwing some ideas at me. And I'm like, if you're paying, dude.
Maybe someday he'll be our patron and he'll just have us make all these books.
I didn't know you were a level 19 marker wizard. Damn.
I am. It's true.
That's only a subclass for me. I've never mained.
Yeah, it's many years of difficult training and, you know, swearing and, you know, all that good stuff that goes into it. But, you know, you come out at the end and you can almost make art like me. So, you know.
All right. So we're going to share this out. You know, this has been around for a bit. It's a great series if you've never checked it out. Not a lot of people are writing books in this genre, so which I think is cool. I mean, they're writing fantasy books, but not Turkish fantasy books. That's not.
No, this is, if you're tired of ye olden times, this is gonna give you something fresh to work with. And I'm a huge art history nerd, so I do the research and I make sure that stuff is accurate. That is a very accurate Hagia Sophia in the background of my project image. So, you know, I put in the time.
So let's share this out. She's got gets you some love. All right, let's write you down here. So you've been shared out. MJ,
Thank you.
1,129 with 34 backers. And 1,136 backers and 34. And MJ, talk to me after the show. I have some ideas that help you. You still got a whole bunch of days to go too, because you know, I don't know if you know this. Actually, I could say one of the ideas now. You know, you can buy Cthulhu copies from me. Your Cthulhu copies.
Oh yeah.
So you can put them on as an add-on for people who haven't got it, and you can get them from me. Rob does it all the time, so he'll just
I did that for my last campaign too. I can't believe I didn't even think of that for this time.
Yeah, put it
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. You know, and I don't mind. You know, if you want to do like 10 digital, I don't mind. Just don't do a lot.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and people should get that Cthulhu book because it's really good. So I'm gonna put it up on the campaign, and you should get it if you're watching.
It'll help. Get that Ringo nomination or whatever. And I think you even have some copies. You don't even need some from me last time, right? You sold some and you just used yours.
Yeah, I might have a couple left. I have to see how much. I definitely sent out a few. I think I sent one to Germany. I have one German backer that gets the physical books, and yeah, I think he picked up one. So
nice. Yeah, let's get that out. Anything to help. I'm here to help. All right, so we're going to try to get you at 1,128 with 34 backers. We're going to try to get you to 1,136 with 35 backers at least. And we'll go from there. And last but not least, Patrick.
Hey.
How are you, Patrick?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. Are you you're in the New England area, right?
I am. I'm in central Massachusetts.
So are you're Granite Con this weekend?
I unfortunately cannot. I am going to look at colleges with my daughter. So that's super fun. That sounded sarcastic. It is actually.
You said her, she's going to help you pick the right college because you didn't do it right the first.
Well, so I'm not going to get into that, but you're not wrong.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You're that overprotective of a parent. You're like, I need to go with you. It's just you know.
Well, if I let her just make the pick where she's going to go with the most expensive one. So
right.
I don't want her to be in debt for the rest of her life, and I don't want to have to foot the bill for the most expensive school. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I'll tell you, as someone who has a 23-year-old daughter, even if you paid for the whole thing, Patrick, they will still tell you that you've done nothing for them. So fear not. Fear not.
I'm fully prepared. We've gotten that several times. Yeah.
Prepare not. But tell me about this series. Tell the fans, tell the people.
Absolutely.
Patrick, series.
So Bixby Grant, Private Eye, is about a mummy detective. He was a 1930s beat cop who broke up a museum heist and unleashed the curse of the pharaoh, and he became an immortal mummy. He now lives in the current day, and he investigates a lot of cases that no one else will take, and they end up usually being somewhat supernatural in nature. We did a graphic novel, 72-page one-shot about 3 years ago. And then we started doing a new 6-issue series, and this is now the 3rd issue. Of course, if you haven't read it before, we've got tiers on there where you can do catch-ups. You actually save a little bit of cash. If you do it that way, you get $10 off the cover price if you buy all 3 at once. We do have some variant covers there as well. But just as a little bit background on the character and the storyline, I like to call it horror noir. It's not super horror, but if you like monsters and you like creepy and you like, we've got murders, we've got all kinds of different monsters. We've got vampires. Actually, Diego is the kind of sidekick in this particular story. He's a rockabilly vampire, and he won't leave Bix alone, and so he's trying to help solve the crime. There's a series of cult murders happening in the city of Harbor City, and Bix is trying to figure out who done it. So along the way, we're going to learn some secrets of his backstory and also a little bit more about Harbor City in general. There's also a backup story there, which you just passed, called Zombie Town, that also takes place in the same fictional city called Harbor City. There's one section of town that years ago there was a zombie outbreak, and they just basically fenced it off and left it for dead. And that's referred to as Z-Town or Zombie Town. So, and that's featuring one of the supporting characters from the main Bixby Grant story.
Okay.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't call out Gonzalo Martinez, who is the penciler and inker, Arthur Hesley, who does the colors, Gonzalo Ruggieri, who's another great South American artist who does the pencils, ink washes, and paint on Zombie Town, and my great editor Heather Antos, who also works for IDW. Craig Rousseau did a variant cover for us. In the past, we've had covers from Raphael Albuquerque, Gabriel Hardman, Dean Kotz, and another great South American artist, Daniel Caval, did our 3rd variant cover this time around. So we got a lot of great stuff. We also have a new pin, an enamel pin that we made this time around.
I can make it big. Hold on, we'll make it big so we can see it.
Whoop.
Right there you go.
There we go. Whoops, get it in focus. Is it in focus? I'll get out of the way. There you go. He's smoking. He doesn't care. He doesn't have to eat, and he can't get sick because he's a mummy. So he smokes and drinks pretty much all the time.
Has he ever set his wrappings on fire?
That actually, somebody else. I've been on a different podcast one time, and they asked me what happens when he catches on fire. So I'm gonna save that because that's actually a plot point in a future storyline.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a hard sell for me. I'm gonna back now.
Thank you.
You weren't gonna back, but if he's gonna catch on fire, I need to. I don't want to miss that.
I have to be picky about what I back because I don't have any money.
Sarah, I'll hook you up. Shoot me your deets, and I'll send you a PDF.
Awesome, thank you.
You got it.
Patrick, she said she was gonna back.
I know, but she also said she doesn't have any money. We're all creators. We don't have any money.
Okay, I didn't think I was gonna have to do this so early, but the way this show works for people is I write it on my paper, Sarah's problems are not my problems, okay? I have to get them off of this paper with little X's. And
Sorry,
I have
man.
to do it before 7:30 because Rob has a bedtime.
Oh, you haven't even gone through mine yet.
Sorry, I didn't know the rules, Travis. I'm sorry. My apologies. You got to
Wait,
send
I
out
didn't
a
know we
timer
could-
beforehand.
And I didn't know we could put in bedtimes into this show. I thought it was just, it was
when you-
endurance.
when
If
you
you
have
want
an angry
Packers, you
wife,
stay up.
When you have an angry wife,
Curfew.
who will be in here in about a half hour. You will have a bedtime.
It's very amusing when when he has to like talk to the person off thing, and you just assume they're screaming at each other. They're not, but you just make all sorts of assumptions. It's always weird to watch. I of course make it big screen to make sure everybody can witness. So we'll see if we see it tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Well, since you haven't even shared my campaign yet, and we're
You're
already
getting to it. Content. I just asked Patrick's to my list. Damn, dog, chill.
Well, you said last but not least Patrick, so I assumed you forgot.
That's true. I thought he forgot you too, Rob. To be
It
fair.
was this suspense, we're building up.
And last but not
You're the
least is
first
me.
one
I have
invited.
a project too. Come on.
You were the first one invited in, so you're the last one who gets to go.
He likes
Only
me
fair.
so much he wants to see my wife pull my ear out of the screen.
When you said, "Do I want to see that?" I told you yes.
I told her you said that too, and I'm sure she probably would have obliged.
How are you going to get them fixed?
That
Yeah, there we
seems
go.
greatly amusing to me. That doesn't bother me in any slight. It doesn't hurt me. All right, what is going on with Snowpaw? I
Man.
haven't written this one yet. I don't care as much.
I mean, technically, you've written in the Nightwolf universe, but you haven't
Sure,
written the
but not
Nightwolf
Snowpaw.
himself.
I don't have a credit in the trade yet. So until that,
Well, a trade doesn't exist yet, but after this, the trade can exist.
all right, we'll talk then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your boy Lucas is in this story, so I mean, it wouldn't be far fetched.
Okay. All right.
But yeah,
So
so
what's
this is Snowpaw. It's a story about a young woman who is born a werewolf, and just on her 18th birthday, it kind of discovers that by she's born in a family farm in the 19th century Scotland. The farm is failing, and her father betroths her to a rich man's son. At the engagement party, she is discovered by a high-class werewolf, who then him and his pack follow her back to the family farm, attacking the family, triggering her first transformation. And yes, she is a spinoff of Nightwolf, she is actually his mentor in his story, but this takes place 200 years in the past. And this is actually the end of the first story arc. So you get all the story for this first 4 issues and right here. So this is a great time to jump in and enjoy the whole story arc.
Nice, and we're almost at our first stretch goal, which is nice.
Very close, yes.
I'm really excited to see this wrapping up here.
I am too. This has been a long time in coming, considering how long it took this particular script to get illustrated.
But it's here. It's done. Is it complete?
Oh yeah, it's ready to go. Yeah, finally. Almost a year later.
Well, one of the things, I'll get serious for a minute. I don't fucking like it, but I guess I'll get serious. Hold on. One of the things I particularly like about Rob's writing is this book and Nightwolf feel very, very different. It feels like a different writer's writing it. I think that's such a kudos to you who's writing it, who does it. This feels, the Nightwolf feels more like an action movie, kind of, moving to the next thing, kind of like a Lost Boys action type thing. And that's, so it's very, very Terry Pratchett or Neil Gaiman, and I applaud you for that. And I think it's really good and shows your talent.
I wanted to do something completely different, like especially going from like this character's perspective, and I didn't want to just rehash the same thing, especially because it's another werewolf book, right? So
Right.
I didn't want to like have it be the same story being told over. So I purposely pushed myself. If I felt like something was going to be the same, I totally cut it out. I was like, no. David Dobb always gives me crap because there's no vampires in this one, but I did that on purpose because there's a lot of vampires in Nightwolf.
No, I think that's cool. But yeah, I wanted to give you that. So you are at $10,829, 374 backers. We're gonna get you 375. We're gonna try to get you 10,835. So there's still, and you still got 7 days left, so still lots of time on the clock, but the time is running out. So I've added you to my list. All right. Now, last but not least, I gotta get it out. Miracle Kingdom. Michael asked the link. I did share the link, so go ahead and give it all the monies.
Thank you.
You too, Sarah. Don't let Patrick try to give you free shit. Don't fall for it. Patrick is just setting you up. He gives you a virus and he takes control of your computer. You can't trust it, so you have to get it official.
See, Travis, you figured it out.
it's all you want to see what's behind those blur lines, and you'll do anything to get them. It was that or back something on Backer Kit. I understand.
Can't do it.
I understand.
I mean, to
we
be
are
fair,
the same.
I'm asking people to make a whole new account, and that it is.
But they really, if like there are Kickstarters who use BackerKit for fulfillment, so technically they already have an account.
I think that there's a lot of people that have an account and don't realize that because they are led via Kickstarter to BackerKit, and they don't actually realize like you probably do have a BackerKit account.
I just did it. I just went to the account. As soon as I clicked on your link, it opened up. I was already logged in. It already had my information.
Yeah.
Because I use BackerKit for my own campaigns. So.
Yeah.
Or you could be like Kevin Joseph to get locked out because he had a creator account that they wouldn't let him use to buy stuff with.
Oh, that's bonkers.
Why not?
I know. It was when they first started doing the crowdfund. He was like, I can't do it.
They did this weird thing where it was completely split. So if you had a backer account, it wasn't the same as your creator account. And they have since merged them together, but like it was really dumb in the beginning. It was so frustrating. And I guess I understand why they did it the way they did it, because they weren't originally doing crowdfunding and they had to build that whole thing separate. So whatever, I don't know.
Well, and BackerKit's like Petridge Farms. They remember things from the dark ages, right? They're like, here's this address that I was like, how did you even know I live there? Like, how did you get this information? And they still remember it. And they still go, this is your right address, right? No, mother effer. No, it's not.
Pepperidge Farm is a deep cut.
Petridge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
All right, last but not least, I am live with a crime comic, struggling a little bit because it's crime on Kickstarter, so that's what it does. But we have a murder mystery with a podcast here. It is called Bubblegum Razor. Bubblegum Razor is about Kenji Thompson. He is a very popular podcaster running a show called Malevolent Killers. He has tracked down 3 particular murders that he believes is connected. It's a serial killer. He has gone to Florida to investigate, and turns out he's right. And now he's in a bad situation. So that's what Bubblegum Razor is about. We're going to see who the killers are, how it all connects. It's told in a part where you get a podcast in the beginning, kind of like telling what happens, and then you get the story as we catch up. It's a very, very cool thing. This is connecting the team from Coins of Judas. So Rollins is doing the art, Jerome is doing the letters, and I'm doing the right. That's a Ringo nominated team, if you're not aware. So it's fancy. I got a nice preview there. You can see how the previews look. It's got Kermit the Frog in a box with a hand. If that's not what you needed to see, I'll even make it bigger.
What's in the box? Why am I in this box?
I hired Clay Adams to do a podcast, so he's going to do an original story in the universe, doing a whole podcast using his voice over talent, not his comic writing talent. So he's done stuff as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Does he do a Kermit impression?
I hope so, because I'm going to write it in the script.
I want him to do the whole thing with Kermit.
I
And the
think Clay would do a great Kermit. Like, I think he's got the voice for it.
I agree. We got the Federalist. If you didn't pick that up on my website, Federalist is a ash can for a book that I'm coming out later this year. We have this is the direct edition, so this isn't the limited number edition, but it's a different cover. It's a really cool story. It sold really well at MegaCon. We're working on that. And, I've created a lot of books. You can buy a lot of other shit. Look at that. Fancy, right? All right. Most people who are watching this know who I am, so that's not surprising. I'm not even going to put myself on the paper, but I'm going to yell at you if you don't give me money. So, and the reason for that is because I have so many people. The paper is full. It's a full paper. There's no room for me.
There's room for you in our hearts, Travis.
Yeah.
You have a whole backside, Travis.
Crime is all I look for on Kickstarter. Well, I need help. Crazy. No idea crime is hard to sell. I didn't think mine is really crime, more drama than anything. Yeah, crime tends to be really hard to sell, and in comic stores too. That's why there's not a lot of it. Like there's.
Well, it's funny because that's how I first knew you and your writing was
right.
Crime.
I love writing it. It just didn't sell well.
Unless you're Ed Brubaker, it's hard to sell crime.
Right. I have a lot of crime stories. Broke Down had another 3 volumes, but look how that turned out.
It broke down.
It broke down. All right, so that's all shared out. It's all good. Hopefully I can get some support. Will get me funded. I'll be okay. It's going to be fine. But now we got to go to the start. Marvin, who clearly declared he's my enemy for whatever reason.
I'm Arch. I'm your Arch. I'm arching you.
He was supposed to get a backer. All right, hold on. I'm going to yell at people first. Hold on. We'll be right back, Marvin. I'm gonna go big for a second. All right, guys, just you and me who are watching this. All right, listen, Linda. Marvin's never been on the show. I assume he doesn't like me, so we got to make sure he's supported. So we got to make sure that. All right. Patrick's friends with Heather Antos. We need that IDW cred. I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Like, help me help you. Like, I need to exploit my friends. All right. And the only way to do that is by you giving them money, because I don't have the money to give them. You see, this is how this relationship works. So don't fuck it up. I don't have to yell at anybody. Everything's going to be fine. Sarah is going to give you boobies if you go to Backer Kit. I mean, what else do you want? Pat Chan's not here today. Braden lives in Canada, and he's afraid of an invasion. He can't even own a gun legally. I assume. I don't know how Canada works. So things are dangerous. So we need extra help tonight. All right. Sorry, you guys didn't hear that, but I just warmed them up. And they're ready to back and support and show some love. All right. Let's see where we're at. Hold on. Got to figure out the open window, or did I close it like an idiot? Let's see. I got Big Dog Inc. I got Cloakroom.
Marvin and I need to start our debate about Darkman one of these days. It has yet to happen, Marvin.
Yeah, what is it?
Although I might have to watch it again. It's been too long since I saw it. I don't remember my point.
You have to watch all 3 first.
No, that's not going to happen. No,
More than one?
No.
Yeah, there's 3. And there's rumor there's going to be a remake soon.
I don't have that kind of time.
But Tom, you watch movies all the time.
Yeah, but
and he hates all of them.
There are points where I can clearly see the wall, and we'll take a left or a right. Yeah.
All right. Marvin had a lot of options on there if you don't want an action figure. But if you do want an action figure, they need to make a lot of those motherfuckers. So, come on, help the brother out. It ain't cheap.
Action
right, Tom?
figure and a free comic. You get
right.
And poker chips and prints and other stuff that's whatever's on.
That's more than you get with a small action figure.
And it's the scale of the toys you're already collecting. So you can have him, fight Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and all of those guys.
Right. And he hates those guys, I assume, right? This
can't stand them.
Edgeblade hates them.
Will he fit in an X-Wing?
So we got you, the backer. So we got you. But but I still want you to talk about it. So because people are coming in all the time, so give it quick though, because Rob's wife is 15 minutes away.
Yeah, take as long as you need, man.
So if you're not familiar with The Edge is a book about a drug called The Edge that gives people superpowers, but using those powers either drives them insane or kills them. One of those characters in the book is Blaine, and we decided to be crazy and make an action figure about Blaine. So he is one of the most popular characters in the book, so we started with him. But we also have his arch nemesis, Revenant, and two of his teammates in Series 1. You've got Army Builder figures. You can unlock extra heads. There's more cards coming. So we're throwing everything against the wall here for you guys. We got coffee. Who doesn't want a bag of coffee that tastes like spiced rum? And I have a victim already in mind to drink it to see what it tastes like, and then we'll do a video on it being drank.
Man, now I want some Kraken rum.
So we got it all here. We got action figures. We got poker chips. We can't use them at the casino though. I got warned about that already because apparently I was told that someone was at a con giving away poker chips, and the con was in a casino, and they tried to take the poker chips to the casino, and they couldn't use them.
What was that at Terrificon?
No, it was another show at a casino.
Wait, there's other shows at casinos besides Terrificon?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you
So
got
we're
everything.
gonna share this out. We're gonna try to get some more money.
We need monies. Everybody.
Marvin and I are gonna be friends. We're gonna make up after this. We're gonna be friends. Like, I'll probably have to hire him though. That's how I get most of my friends. I'm just like, hey, like if I give you money, will you be my friend?
Isn't that how it always works? You just slide some. You hand me a piece of paper, and money is inside the piece of paper, and you say, "Are you my friend now?" That I open the paper, I go, "Oh yes, of course." Bribery always works, wasn't it? Right?
So, we're 1-0, guys. We're doing great. We're 1-0. Is there 1-9? Yeah, I think that's what it'd be, right? 1-9. Yeah. I don't know how math works, Rob. I write comics, and you've seen my grammar. Imagine how my math is. Come on. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go.
The math ain't mathin'.
The math ain't math. All right, we have our new friend Sean, who has not offended anybody. So thus far, he's doing great.
Yet. Got to use the word yet. Yet.
I don't know.
He's
That's a
young.
pretty high bar to try and meet
in there.
And
Not offended anyone yet. I'm sure he can, but he has not done so yet. So Sean, you were at $426, 12 backers, but we need to get you more. I mean, you're selling 2 books. Only having 13 backers is, only having 12 backers is low. So let's see what we got you. See where you're at. See if people have given you some money yet. Heartless Bastards. Okay, you got 1. Let's refresh. Okay, you got 1. We can get you more. So
Travis will come to your house and be your friend if you back, right? That's the deal.
I'm not going to, well, hold on. I ain't going to anybody's house.
Hand delivered by Travis if you back.
That's the line.
Yeah.
I ain't going to anybody's
he might do a campaign with you online though.
right. But I ain't going to nobody's house.
Right.
Yeah. I went out
safe
to dinner
in Canada, but in America you might get shot. So
I went to dinner with
show up at
Rob.
somebody's house.
He gave me random. I'm a very white guy. I eat pizza and Italian, and I'll try Chinese, but it's only going to be the Chinese that everybody has at the food court. Like no fancy stuff. Rob was making me random bullshit and spicy. Like it was hard.
Yeah, we went to, last year Baltimore. We took him to an Indian restaurant.
Nice.
Nice. I love Indian food.
Get him cultured.
But you know, he got chicken.
This is why I don't let anybody tell me where we're going to eat.
You have nuggets.
I'm like, I'm not doing it.
No, it sounds like Red Lobster or break.
Get you guys some chili
Or I'll
flakes,
see you
all right?
later.
Yeah.
Tell us about this heartless bastards. Again, remember, Rob's wife is right around the corner.
Make it quick. Huh? Living embodiment, canopic jars, the CIA, not that they ever screw over anybody,
Right.
screwed them over and put them in the Vatican to try to stop two old gods from stealing a tomb that will end the world.
Nice. And again, you got some great cover artists here. You got William Russell, obviously.
Yeah.
You've got
Matt Campbell,
Matt
Daniel
Campbell.
Perez
William
out
Russell
of
draw
Texas.
his own face on there.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, he should have made himself the moon if he was going to draw his own
right,
face.
right. The man in the moon. Ben Perkins, a new creator in Celeste Snyder, did a cover for us. Lucas Assis, yeah.
Nice. Like I said, very, very affordable. I was the one backer. I'm going to spoil it, and it was $20. No, and I'm saying that it was $20 for 2 issues with $6 shipping. Literally the best deal in comics for Kickstarter. So
We got to reverse it now. You got to come and pick it up at my house instead of hand
Damn
delivering
it.
them to people. It's not that far to Colorado.
my wife loves Colorado. In fact, Broke Down in 40 Bodies is set in Colorado. It's set in a little place called Canyon City.
Oh, I know Canyon City. Yep.
I'm a fan of Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of White
Going
Castle.
That is it.
I'm going to mark you off my list, but we're going to try to get you some more money.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
$26 is a good deal. Somebody else wants that. All right. We've got Tom. Tom selling his Abibisibu. I can never say that word. Abibisibu?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, Abibisibu.
Abibisibu. Yes.
And,
A hot new trend.
and it's a book club.
It's a
book
whole
club. So,
new type of product. Omnibisibu.
Abibisibu.
It's like an omnibus, but with Labubu teeth.
So we're gonna try to get him some money here. Oh shit! He did not get any money.
Open the wallet, Travis. Your credit card is in there.
All right. We had a talk when we started this shit, guys. All right. So for those who aren't here, I'm going to yell at people now. Just give me a second. Sorry about your wife, Rob. We'll do this as fast as possible. See, I got a beer. I settled in. I brought 9 of my friends here. And now Tom's not going to be my fucking friend because you can't give him a couple of dollars.
I'm about to delete that script I wrote during this show right now.
He's been hard working right now. And don't tell me you motherfuckers don't like The Wizard of Oz. That whole Wicked movie made a whole bunch of fucking money. So you still like it. This fucking Globe shit in Vegas is getting a fucking 5-hour tour. You guys like Wizard of Oz. So it's not hard. All you got to do is give them a little fucking money. It's not hard. Just put your little fucking numbers in and give him a little money so you don't embarrass me in front of him. He is attacking me actively on the internet right now ever since I had my Summit universe going, I've got a superhero universe too. Mine was first. He's been talking shit and I was ready here to like have peace, but no, I can't have fucking peace because you won't give him a fucking dollar. God damn it.
Yeah,
Anyways.
and if you don't like The Wizard of Oz, there's other stuff in there too. Like scroll to the bottom and there's all the other books that we do too.
Yeah.
If you like horror or you like superheroes or you like other stuff, you can do that too. You don't have to buy the big expensive book.
Right.
I think it's safe to say we're off the air in Canada now.
Yeah, you guys would.
Braden ran away scared. He was like, Travis yelled too much. It's too scary. That's too American for him.
I have to use a VPN just to be here.
I'm like when we were kids and we tried to get Skinamax. You know, he's late at night. There's waves going through. He's hitting the box. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this out because I think that I gave a very heartfelt plea of why they should back you, Tom. I shared my heart and I shared about how much I respect you as a creator, how I think you're one of the most talented, underrated guys. and that's why I hired you. That's what I said. You couldn't hear it because I was big, but yeah. So you should be fine now. So I'm just gonna share it out. We're gonna be fine, and then I know my wallet works. I get it, Tom. I'm fully aware. Fully aware. I'm fully aware. So we'll make it happen. So we're going to share that out. You guys know who Tom is. We've got only 4 more minutes before Rob's wife comes in and ruins it. And so we've got to hurry this stuff along. So
I'll come back. Any stirring yet? I wonder if she passed out.
We'll see. Once I hear some movement, then we'll know.
The problem is, it was all funny until she met me. Now that it's a threat, she could identify me at a con. So if she's that angry, I could be attacked.
No, I don't think you're the one who will be physically harmed.
Well, that doesn't bother me then that much. But that's been shared. All right. I'm sorry I had to yell there for anybody who saw that. That's not me. It's just things happen.
It was heartfelt yelling.
It's heartfelt yelling. All right.
Passion.
A passion play. I just got to say, if I got to yell again, I'm going to have to open a second beer, and we don't want that. All right. Scott Snyder has visited through Jerry. Jerry is Scott Snyder, if you didn't know. That's how he can write. Scott can write so many scripts in a month. He has several people.
He's got a few of us avatars.
Yes, you were at 2,053 with 111 backers.
Yes, sir.
And you were at 112. So see, it's not hard, guys. See, you guys took care of it here. But we can get you more. So go ahead and tell people about this.
So it is an anthology series. If you get all the back issues, there's a lot of pages of comics, all new people, all people new to creating, all people who are in Scott Snyder's writing workshop in class. It's called Scott Snyder Presents the Cloakroom. There are 2 larger, older volumes from the original groups who kind of set this thing up, and then my partner Veronica and I took it over about 2 years ago, and we're 5 issues deep. We got a 6th issue planned. Want to keep it going, but it's as indie gets. It's all lots of new people. We help connect them to artists and letterers and everybody. And Veronica and I get to act as the editors. It's sort of like both of us are writers, and we wanted to do a project where we were exercising a different part of our brain. And so that's what this is for us. We we'll actually go through the script with the creators and help them rework it, help them solve problems, and it's been a lot of fun, really rewarding experience. But there it is, 2 covers for this new issue. Some of the older issues have several other covers. The 4 stories in this one of them is Spelling Bee by Aaron Cohen. We have Red Collar Worker by Rob Malone. We have A Minute for the Devil with Casey Van Heel, and The Long Way Home by Matt Mortal. Those were the 4 new stories, but all of the older issues have like 7 or 8 stories. Whenever we get 4 or 5 that we're happy with, we put out an issue.
Nice. All right, so that is in the share. So let's get that shared because we have 1 more minute before Rob's wife.
Before the show.
I know.
Before the show starts.
Before the show starts. Yeah.
Did you hear the ding? I just got a text.
Wow, I have a feeling Rob's going to be okay when you pull his numbers up here.
Yeah.
And we're going to be all right.
Come in there.
Travis is like, I didn't hear no bell.
I kind of want her to come. Like, here's the thing. It doesn't bother me a bit. All right, let's pull up Rob here because I want everything to be okay. Rob, last time we had you, you're at 374, 10,829. Let's see if you're allowed to go to bed. Let's see if your wife won't leave you or whatever happens. I don't know what happens, but I'm dangerous. So, all right. So you got a backer.
Somebody hey, thank you.
You got it, buddy.
Somebody wants to see my marriage succeed.
That was it. And you know what? I'm always rooting for people to not get divorced. I
See, if I knew,
I meant to back one earlier version of this, and I got to it late. You run shorter campaigns, don't you?
Like 23 days. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't do like a 30-day.
Yeah, I got to it like a day late, and so I picked up I think a digital copy of all the back issues.
Gotcha.
So I'm excited to read it.
Jerry, if I knew you were going to back, I would have dropped my pledge to make sure he stayed. So a lot of talent coming in. Hey, thanks, Gabriel. All right, so tell us one more time. Snowpaw.
Yeah. So Snowpaw is a story about a young woman born in the 19th century Scotland on a family farm that is failing and is betrothed to a rich man's son in order to save the family farm against her will. But during this engagement party, a high-class werewolf discovers her existence and follows her back to the family farm, attacking the family and triggering her first transformation. A lot of things happen since then, because I basically just described the entire first issue, but I'm not going to give away the rest of it. I'll let you figure that out.
And literally, you can buy thousands of things, like all the things here. Like, look, all the things that you ever want.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to catch up on Nightwolf, you got great ways to do it. You could get, the volumes. We can, there's a bunch of great stuff. We got Legos. We got plushies. We got mystery stuff. We got, all kinds of goodies.
Can you define something for me? What is a high-class werewolf?
So he is actually the master of a dark covenant, if you will, which is he's a master. He rules over a lot of supernatural creatures, and he is a very well-to-do, not just one of those snarling beasts, but he actually thinks Scar from The Lion King, but in werewolf form.
Okay.
Cool.
You pinky out when he kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll have everyone know, not to brag, but I am the second longest running Nightwolf writer at doing 8 pages under Rob's 200 now.
It's true. He has a short in this.
Yeah.
And he also has one in this.
And I'm the only one who's done it twice, so I've done 8 pages, so I'm the second.
And you'll be thrice with the third volume.
See, there you go. All right, I'm all in. I know Rob has to leave really quick, but one of the funniest things in the world is I used to run LARP for live action role playing, and I ran werewolf for years. And one day, after Rob's 5th campaign, I shared Rob because Rob and I are friends, so I shared it off. A friend of mine, when I was in the graphic novel, goes, "Oh, I'm really excited to be that you're in this. I've been backing this for years." I'm like, "You've never backed a comic of mine. This woman literally is my friend. There's no way that she didn't." And is a huge fan of Rob's book. Never backed one of mine, and is my literal real life friend.
Well, now she has 2 of your stories.
All right. She probably loves Snowpaw because she used to love Changeling for werewolf too. So
that makes sense. Valid.
So, but go to bed, Rob. Don't get in trouble.
Thank you, guys. Good night. I'll catch you guys later.
See you
All right. I got to rock some people off my list here. I got Jerry. That marker doesn't work. Got Jerry.
I think that's the universe saying that I need another backer or two.
Yeah, I think you need another backer too. Aaron Cohen found out who I was, and he never left me alone until he got a job. That guy works hard. Good for him.
I saw him in the Discord recently. I didn't realize he was even in the group.
Yeah. He's become my friend over a little time, and we got him in Cthulhu. So,
oh, that's awesome.
We got him some work. All right, who's next? Sketch Night, Canadian money.
Let's go.
Not real.
Sketch Night. Hey.
Sketch Night. The best book in Canada, from what I understand.
The nicest hero from Canada.
Sorry.
So yeah. That's his tagline.
Does he do all the South Park ones too? Hey, buddy.
Yeah. He does all the great things of a superhero and then just feels bad about it afterwards.
And he also loves Tim Hortons over Duncan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right, because America runs on Duncan, not fucking Canada. So that's fine.
Yeah, never had a Dunkin' Donut.
America's running on Duncan. That's probably our problem. That's you just diagnosed the problem.
That's the only problem.
If
you know,
only.
you make a joke there, Tom, but I'm pretty positive we could track when they started that slogan to when shit started going foul. So you may not be found.
We cracked the code.
All right. Marvin, you can leave as well. Marvin's wife is also Rob's wife is also texting Marvin to get him off.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Hey, take care,
Hey,
Marvin.
Marvin.
The rest of you guys have to stay because I haven't got you all your money yet. All right. So you were at 88 backers with 2,358. Let's see how you doing. Look at 91.
Yeah, let's go. That's
Wow.
cool. For sure. Thank you, guys.
You're moving on up.
That's huge.
I know one of them was someone from my Substack because he was talking about the Stoddard cover, and then he asked for the link.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
That's
a
cool. Well, thank you for that. That's it's I mean, it's a crazy book. We're already on issue 2. We're a little less than halfway done issue 2. So these are, going to be coming out at a solid pace. It's it's a lot of stakes in comics, it's anyone can live, anyone can die, no retcons, all that fun stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out. Thank you again, everyone.
Why don't you talked last time when you talked about the book, you said he's superhero, but you didn't say what his powers is. I know, like
Okay, yeah.
what's
Sure.
his
I buried the lead.
Right.
I'm Canadian, please forgive me. So he can sketch anything to life, right? So he can suck things up into his book. He can sketch things out of it. He can sketch a page and then alter the terrain. And I wanted to do a take on sketching or drawing things to life that was cool. So you see a lot of like black, kind of like inky, power that kind of comes out. And and in his, I like to say that how Cyclops doesn't just shoot beams, but he has like a portal to like an energy dimension in his head. Sketch Knight, has this energy, these powers from kind of this other dimension that you find out in future issues.
Well, so hold on. Now I didn't realize we were going to have beef. Hold on. Are you a Cyclops apologist? Like someone who thinks Cyclops is cool? Like
I like Cyclops. Is X-Men 97? Like when they jump off the plane.
Like Cyclops has never been cool. That's his superpower.
It's the come up. It's that we're coming back with it. All right, 2025 is the
Havoc
Cyclops
is a
year.
Havoc is a cool. Tom, Cyclops, Havoc. Who?
Cyclops. The only thing cool Cyclops ever did was get Jean Grey.
Right.
That's it, and we don't know how he did that. Like that's the story that we really need to be told. Is like, how did those two get together?
And what's even better is like cloned her and was like, hey, and then it was like, now F this clone, you're back, it's fine.
That's a little messed up.
She dies again, like, hey, I'm gonna bag a supervillain, it'd make her good. Oh, she's back. Sorry.
Sometimes justice takes many forms.
Any other Cyclops apologists? Anybody else big Cyclops fans?
No, sir.
I'm right on this.
It's a Canadian thing, I think.
Yeah.
He's so nice.
He's a nice
so
guy.
nice.
So.
Yeah, he's.
But isn't Wolverine Canadian?
Wolverine is Canadian. Wolverine's though. We stand Wolverine and Deadpool too.
That's not helping your cause. Should have stopped at Wolverine. You had the room at Wolverine.
Just
you had it. Yeah.
Everyone loves Hugh Jack.
Because also there's an Alpha Flight.
Hey, yeah.
I love Alpha Flight.
If Canadian superheroes are so cool like Wolverine, how come you don't have any cool ones on your superhero team?
Yeah.
Hey, what about Sasquatch?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I'm
Well,
an Alpha Flight apologist.
I like Alpha Flight, but
I do too. Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, obviously we all like Alpha Flight, but let's be honest, if it comes out on the shelves, we don't buy it. We just like it from afar.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
I
like Dark
Cool Run, and that's about it.
We like the conceptual idea, or if they appear in the X-Men, but otherwise, Put that in the dollar bin.
This
All right. So you're all marked off. Oh, I marked you off my list.
sweet.
You got an X.
Thank you.
Sarah. I'm afraid to go to Backer Kit. I don't even know what it looks like. Backer Kit sends me emails. They're like, "Hey, remember that 2 times you used Backer Kit?" And I was like, "Yes, I wanted to die and quit comics." And I really write that to them. They're like, "We're so sorry. We didn't realize we did that to you." It's like, "Yes, I hate you." And but you like them, I guess. That's fine. Cool. I mean, I like Launch. I give $100 for that all the time.
I like the event. I like the people that I got to work with for Printopia.
Right.
Backer Kit has some cool stuff that Kickstarter does not have. There's a really cool community tab. You can start conversations and run polls and have voting stuff. That's really cool. I wish Kickstarter would do something like that. It's a little, maybe a little easier to build the campaign in Backer Kit, but it's also like certain aspects are very much a just huge pain in the butt. Like apparently there was a quiz I had to take to verify my identity. That was weird. Like it was,
Wow.
I had to know stuff that I don't know. I had to find the answers, and it felt like I was cheating on a test.
Is it one of those ones like, what car did you own? And it's like, I don't know what car I owned. Like, I didn't know when I owned it.
Why do they? That's such a weird thing to ask too. And I'm like, do you mean the first car I owned? Because technically, I don't think I owned that car. I think that my parents had the title. So does that count? Like, what do you mean? It's like doing your taxes. Like you're just screaming, I don't understand at your computer for 4 hours straight until you just give up and throw the computer out the window.
All right, so let's check on Sexy Die Hard. That's the name of the book, right? Sexy Die Hard?
Close enough, yes.
Yeah.
Die sexy.
Die Sexy. I mean, every movie of that until Bruce Willis got sick was just another one of his kids. So, I mean, this could track. I mean, they didn't even stick with
daughter. This could be his daughter.
He did. Yeah, he had a son, and then apparently the son didn't rate well, so he had a daughter. Sexy harder. All right, let's see how it goes. I have to refresh it. All right, you were at 74, right? No, you were at 73. We got you
73.
one.
Yeah, I got one. Yay!
Got you one. Let's refresh and make sure nothing else has happened here. Okay. All right, tell us about Sexy Time here.
Okay, so main character is a former government operative who left after she found out that there's some unsavory stuff happening, and now she's assembled a crew, and they go around doing delicate jobs for anybody who will pay them. And sometimes they're legal jobs, usually they're not so legal. And first issue, she is in the middle of a job stealing something, and she needs to use all of her, assets to get the job done, and this time maybe she got in a little over her head. And but yeah, this is she does enjoy using her feminine wiles to get herself out of bind. So
I mean, these are great. This acrylic figurine too is really sexy. I wish this was a sticker set.
Thinking about making it a sticker set. Do you think that would be a good sticker? Because I was thinking about it.
I think it would make a great sticker. I thought it was a sticker until I read the bottom. Yeah, I think it make a great sticker.
Yeah, because I was definitely thinking about that, and Val said so too. She said that we could go ahead and use it as whatever we wanted, and so I was like, sure. I thought about that. I might just do that. And and I have a T-shirt which is just the logo on the shirt. I don't expect anybody to care about that as much as I do, so that's fine. But what the other cool thing I have as an add-on is I make soap for fun, like with the lye and the oil and the burning stuff. And I made one that looks. I use the main cover of the book as inspiration for the colors, and the name of the scent is called Femme Fatale, which seemed appropriate. It's a very perfumey I asked in the chat help for the company that I bought it from. I was like, "Can you give me something that smells like a gorgeous woman?" And so they sent me like 5 samples, and that's the one I picked.
So, all right. I have a lot of questions about. So, what is this followers? You have that many followers on BackerKit? It's wild.
I'm not sure what the heck that means because it sure as heck ain't translating into
Right?
backers. Like you can see that, right? I'm not really sure what that is.
Well, yeah, but we get followers on Kickstarter too. You know, it'll
Yeah,
tell you there's
that's-
so many
Yeah,
people following, and then it shows the rate.
Fourth,
You know, how many
4,000 of them though.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's a
like
big
this is
number.
people following my profile though. This isn't people who were following the campaign. It's just like if you have a profile on BackerKit, a creator profile on BackerKit, then you probably have some numbers behind your name, and I don't know where all those numbers came from. It's like I said, it's not translating into backers. I don't think most of those people see any of my updates and stuff either.
But is it from launch? Maybe like people you've sent out stuff to? Because I got like 3. Because I have like 3,000, but I have the big Cthulhu campaign, so I got like 3,000. I think my email list in launch is like 3,500.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's because I've from my previous studios,
Yeah.
I would have collected people, and so I'm thinking that must be it from launch from the previous campaigns that we did on BackerKit.
I
So,
can see that.
but yeah, it's interesting because I don't know how to interact with those people. It would be really cool if I could, but I don't know how to interact with those people. So, if they're not getting the emails, then I don't know.
All right, so we've got Sexy Harder as is off of our list. All right. Next up, MJ.
When you do a
What's up? Someone talked for a second and it got computery.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I don't
What'd you
know.
say? No. All right.
Is there a ghost with us?
I think it was me. Can you guys hear me now?
Make
Yeah.
your presence known.
Yeah.
I was asking about on BackerKit, when you do a launch on BackerKit like that, do you use Launch, like their launch application, to send emails, or
Yes, and fun fact: when you use the launch function for Kickstarter, they charge you. But if you are using BackerKit to run your campaign, they don't. So you can use launch for free. So
Wow.
that's nice.
Yeah, that is a very good feature. I like that a lot.
Yeah, launch is nice. Even though you do have to pay for it to use it for Kickstarter, it's a nice, easy, and then the way to build the email is really nice too. So yeah, I like it a lot.
All right. MJ, you were at 34 backers with $1,128. And look, you've grown a little bit. Look at you.
I have. Thank you.
You're a big girl now.
I'm getting there.
So almost to that first 40 indie bundle bonanza.
Yep. And so that would be unlocking our second title. There's already 1 comic in the bundle. So yeah, we're getting close. When we hit 40 backers, we'll unlock the next one and we'll just keep going.
Nice. That's nice. Awesome. So, you want to tell people about this project again?
Yes. So The Alchemist of Aurelia, this is our trade collection of the whole series thus far. So she's 1 through 4. It is about a wizard who would rather be reading about magic than practicing her magic, but she's going to have to get her act together real quick because a witch is coming to attack her home. So she has to go on a quest in the hopes that an old legend is true so that they can stop this witch's vengeance. And so it's her lantern sprite familiar, a sword-wielding princess, a faceless spellcaster, and a cursed djinn all traveling together in the hopes of stopping this witch.
Nice. That's nice. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to share that out. Hold on. Did I share Sexy Time? I did share Sexy Time. Okay. What is the real name again, Sarah? Naluna?
Noctiluca.
Noctiluca. Okay. Let's share this. And do you have an Ottoman couch joke in this book, MJ?
Not in this one, but maybe in the next one.
All right. I feel like it's necessary.
There's a leprosy joke. It's not great, but
There.
No, I got this, guys. I got this. Oh, no, hold on. I'm gonna make it private. Hold on. Give me just a second, guys. Okay. Okay. So,
Hi, Travis.
no judgment, MJ, but how did we get there from leprosy to because they're not similar in any ways?
No. No, the one character, he kind of has wrappings on his hands. It's more of like a functional thing because he's not great at spellcasting. And yeah, the one character, it's like, oh, I just thought you had leprosy, you know? It's not a great joke. I didn't say
now
it was
we
a
have
good
to bring
joke.
Patrick into this conversation. So, Patrick,
Yes,
your character has wrappings on his hands.
It does.
Does your character have confusions of leprosy?
Well, I will say that because he has been around for so long, people who don't know him often wonder what's going on under there. A lot of people don't know that he's a mummy. So some people might think he's a leper. Some people think that he's invisible. Some people think that maybe he was in a horrible fire. As was
All right, now,
mentioned earlier.
we're going to have to dig into this deeper. Hold on.
Okay.
Sean,
It's more
you were
common than
dealing
you
with
think.
mummies specifically in your thing. Is there a leprosy situation in your book?
No. I missed the boat on that one, but there will be in the next one now. So
I'm just saying, like, they have more, both Patrick and MJ have more backers than you. Maybe leprosy
that's
is-
true. Maybe leprosy is the way to go. I mean,
People want.
that's what they. Hey, give the people what they want.
Give
You
the
know.
people-
Kids,
Wrapped
these days,
up
they love
in
leprosy.
bandages.
Tom, you have so many characters. Does any of your characters have leprosy?
No.
Oh, no, what do I
No,
How did we get here?
we missed the boat. Yeah.
Do you feel, based on this conversation, that leprosy is going to help further campaigns, Tom?
No.
Okay, all right.
Gonna say no.
All right. Jerry, as an editor for a big anthology with a bunch of people, are you in the future going to encourage people to talk about leprosy and
I've
or
been-
autumn?
I've been trying to get people to put like lepers in their stories for years.
Right.
And I said it's going to be huge. I saw it coming. It's like it's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than putting Cthulhu in your book.
Right.
It's going to be bigger than putting like Lady Death on your cover. It's huge.
Yeah, you were ahead of the curve, Jerry.
Yeah, it's like getting a Sakari cover. Like leprosy's hot.
Braden, I would ask you this question, but you have free healthcare in Canada, so like,
Yeah.
you don't have health problems. Like leprosy's not.
I was gonna say future issues are now featuring the leopard.
No, you don't have leprosy. You're in Canada.
I know, but I'm the outside perspective. I'm outside.
Worldwide appeal.
The thing is, in Canada, everybody has leprosy. They just don't want to bother anybody about it.
No, that's why it's so cold here. You know, we bundle up anyways. We're okay.
They're the ones whose climate change. They're fucking up the system.
Surprise.
And Sarah, your character better not have leprosy because that's gross. That's just
No, my
unacceptable.
character does not have leprosy.
Sorry to get that. All right, back to
Somebody on YouTube said there are no bad leprosy jokes. I think we're trying to test that theory right now. We're trying.
Braden's
We're gonna find
follow-up
out tonight.
series is Sketch Leper.
he draws the lepers to life as well.
But all right, we're gonna share this out. Make sure everybody's got. I already shared it out. Oh, hold on, I missed this one. No, there's
Now you're gonna get the leprosy clicks.
This is the audience I should have been leaning into the whole time, apparently.
It was right there.
the leprosy is
Travis
right there.
just nailed it.
They need a lot of reading material. They don't go out a lot. You know.
Introverts are in now, though.
And I don't know how religious you want to get, but like they're all about that leper story in the Bible. Like they talk about it all the time. Like
For sure.
So they're all in on. So you just say you have one leper, they'll be like, "Where's Jesus?" And they'll just keep buying issue by issue, looking for Jesus.
Well, it's not in Fantasy Turkey, I can tell you that much.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm going to mark you off my list. That's the most I've ever talked about leprosy in my life.
Me too, ironically enough.
MJ's follow-up is Turkey Lepers.
One more question again. Now, since we've gone through the no Ottoman jokes, leprosy jokes, how are we on Thanksgiving jokes at being in Turkey?
There are none. I don't really like Thanksgiving, so
What?
Why?
there's no pasta.
What?
You don't get the traditional Thanksgiving shells?
Yeah,
No.
you don't
Rotini?
That's not a
Thanksgiving
traditional thing.
risotto?
You made that up.
Patrick, I actually do have shells. I think she makes it. Maybe it's us Christmas, but we get shells at one of those holidays. Fuck. All right, I'll get real for a second. So I hate Thanksgiving as well, but that's because my mom decided to die on it. But here's the hold on, it's okay. But here's why it's bad. Literally that whole year, I changed my whole perspective that Thanksgiving was the best holiday because we don't buy anything. We just want to spend time with people we love. It's so wonderful. And I was like, well played. Well played, universe. We're going to take that one from you too. It's fine. I'm over it. You never get over it, but you get what I'm saying. All right. Anyways, what's next? Bringing up death and leprosy. Who am I waiting on? Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Patrick, why aren't we friends?
Why aren't we?
I mean, we're friends. We don't chat. You never message me and be like, "Hey, man."
You're wearing blue and he's wearing red. That's Crips and Bloods, and they don't mix.
That's right. You better look out because I'm going to do a drive-by in just a little bit.
Right. I'm
Just
just
like
saying.
Boys in the Hood up in here.
You never message me and be like, "Hey, man, like, what's going on? How are you? What are you working on? What am I working on? Can we collab?" Like, you never do.
That's true.
I think we'd be a great collabers.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
All right. Well, let's make that happen. Message me. All right. Sarah's got scripts for me, and Tom's writing one right now. So, like, you just message me. It's fine.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So you were at 163.
Yes.
4,236 backers, and then it looks like you got some money, bro.
Got 2 big old pledges in there. Yep.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people about
Yeah.
this?
Do the quick recap. So Bixby Grant, he's a 1930s beat cop turned mummy private eye. He lives in a town called Harbor City that's overrun with monsters and supernatural critters. And he's stumbled into a series of cult murders that if they murder 5 people with these special daggers, then a demon's going to get summoned to Earth and overrun humanity. So he's got a rockabilly vampire as his kind of uneasy ally in this, and they are trying to solve this murder before literally all hell breaks loose.
So I've read your book before. I've got a digital one before. Have you ever had Rich Woodall do a cover for you?
I have. He did a pinup for me for my first one.
Okay. I just know his audience and your audience are right aligned because you guys kind of have the same vibe when you write comics.
100%. Yeah, I know Rich pretty well.
Yeah, no, I do too. I love that guy. All right. I'm going to mark you off my list.
Sweet.
And then everything's fine, right? There's nobody who's left behind that didn't get something.
I think we are clear.
No, we are not.
What?
We gotta go to We're not in Kansas anymore. That was bad. I'm a writer. I'm so sorry. That was not
good. You wrote an Oz book, for God's sakes.
I did, and that was not good. But my tagline. Do you know my tagline for? It's "Welcome to the Bloody Brick Road." That's fucking good. That is good.
That is
Bloody
good.
Brick Road.
I would read that.
There is actually the red brick road that people always talk about in the movie, because when Dorothy gets to the top of the yellow brick road, it also spins out into a red brick road, but that's really just the empty space that the yellow brick road makes. But the red brick road, for those that want to know where it goes, it actually leads to the mayor's house and then just kind of ends right there. So there's your red brick road, everybody. There's your everybody was all like, the yellow brick road goes to the Emerald City and the red brick road goes to the Wicked Witch's house, and that's not a real thing. Debunked.
Good to know.
Live.
Just like the hanging munchkin is not a real hanging munchkin. That's not a real thing in the background.
That's
either.
right.
So hold on, Tom. Before we get back to yours, apparently I forgot mine because thing, but I got 2 backers, so we're good. I'm not on the list, so it doesn't matter. But thank you, 2 backers. I love you guys. You're great. You're the best backers I've ever had in my entire life. The other 120, I didn't like them as much, so I'm glad you're here. There you go. That's solved. Everything's good. They feel special, whoever they are. I love you guys. Kissy face. All right, Tom, gotta go back to Oz.
Yeah. So the hanging munchkin's not a hanging munchkin. It's a big ass bird that's roaming around in the background. Back in the old days, they did all kinds of these musicals and stuff. They had animals literally just on the studio lots. And if you go back and watch the movie again, you'll actually see it's a big, I don't know what it is. It's like a big crane or something. And it's just kind of back there and wandering around. And that's what that is too. So again, debunked the crazy. There's so much craziness about the Wizard of Oz movie. And 99% of it is all BS. So, they used to tell you that they would make Judy Garland smoke, 8 packs of cigarettes a day, and the snow was asbestos, at the end. It's all this is BS. But
what did they use for snow?
I don't remember.
Cocaine.
It was not asbestos.
Right.
That was how they got Judy Garland hooked on cocaine.
Very easy to look up. But yeah. The Wizard of Oz has a lot of weird stuff in it, but and weird history and weird. What do they call them? Legends.
Judy Garland was a little part of your jokes.
I had always read that the crane actually ate the munchkin and then hung itself upside down from the tree.
It was a hanging crane. Oh,
yeah. After it ate a munchkin, so it kind of was a hanging munchkin. That's what I always heard.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, sure.
Tom,
we'll go with that.
Since we've been ranting, you were at 151. You were at 152. So someone has backed.
I know who it was.
And what I'm going to do here, because I do want this. I'm going to do this, but I don't want to rip up my credit card right now. But it's going to remind me so I can put it on my credit card because I don't want to put it on the comic account that I put all the other ones on because it's too much fucking money, which is okay because it's Auditus. Like, I'm okay with that money.
Yes.
But my wife goes, hey, you give everybody else 20. Why you give this guy, 70? It's 65. I'm like, well, I like Tom more. I just don't have that. So I'm gonna put it on the credit card, and then nobody knows. It's just it's like magic. It's like
that's right.
Credit card. You don't even have to.
Cards are not real money. Everybody, just put your number in. You're fine. Don't worry.
What's great with credit cards is you just never give them the full amount, and it's just you can always just spend what you gave them last time. It's fine. It's just easy. It's super easy. Like credit cards are easy. All right.
Easy.
Talk about it again, though. So we're gonna do that. Hold on.
Talk about it again. Steampunk, Western, Wizard of Oz, Ruby Slippers are gone. It is Ruby Spurs, Ruby Bullets, Toto's her horse, Flying Monkeys, The Witch of the West. It is really grounded in the L. Frank Baum books primarily. That's where I wanted everything that I did to come from. I didn't want a whole bunch of 1939 stuff. I didn't want a whole bunch of Wicked stuff. I didn't want a whole bunch of Tin Man stuff. It is from Baum through my Western blender to get to where we're at. And I think honestly, that's what's made the book so successful because even the traditionalists that are sort of the movie people and the book people, when they finally give this thing a chance, 9 times out of 10, they'll come back and be like, oh, I get it. You did read these books. You are drawing from the Baum world as opposed to, just making things up. So that's sort of a great compliment to me is when the traditionalists are like, yeah, you did this right. It may not be the Dorothy that we sort of understand and know from what we like, but we understand that you're still in that sort of tone and texture of what Baum sort of created these characters to be. And I think that's what makes it work in this, sort of new environment.
Nice. Now, and so this is the Force 4 volumes, but that's is that just the issues of Legend of Oz, or does it have some of the spinoffs? What is it?
It is just the first 4 volumes. So it's the original 6-issue miniseries, and then volumes 2, 3, and 4 It gives you the Battle with the Witch of the West. It gives you the origin of Jack Pumpkinhead. It gives you the origin of the Flying Monkeys, and it leads you into Volume 5, which is available there. You can get Volume 5 all by itself. Leads you into Volume 5 and Volume 6, which is where we start to get into the Ozma story and that kind of stuff.
And 6 hasn't been released yet, but 5 is, right?
6 is available, but it's just floppies because those are fairly new. We'll eventually do a 6 book, but right now we still have floppies. So there's a quick catch up with the floppies that if you just want those, you can do it that way too.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. So I have marked everybody off the list. You guys are good. Hold on. Let me show the list. See the list. We got the list. Put this thing here. And I marked it off. I've successfully got everybody money like promised. We did a great job. It was a good show. I'm going to hang out for a half hour like I always do, talk comics, talk some bullshit. But I know a lot of you guys have bedtimes. It's 12:06. You should go to bed. It's reasonable to go to bed. You have kids that you probably have to go to school. I should go to bed, but I'm not because I do what I want because I'm an adult. But I want to give everybody the opportunity. So who needs to go so we can get you guys off? No shame. All right. Patrick, you want to say goodbye?
Yes. Thanks for having me. Good to see everybody. And I hope we get to do this all again.
All right. Thank you. Doctor, do you want to tell people where they can find you?
Oh, sure. Where can you find me? So I'm on Substack. If you look for my Substack is called Robots, Ninjas, and Monkeys.
Okay.
And then I'm on Facebook for just Patrick Coyle, and on Insta at Patrick Coyle 71.
Nice. And I see a couple other people, by the way, creeping up in the background. So like campaigns are still getting some money, so it's just great. But
yeah.
Have a good night, Patrick.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, man.
Later on.
Jerry, you got a poker tournament?
No, I don't have a poker tournament tonight, but I do need to go to sleep. Normally, I'm all for.
It's true. You normally hang.
I'm a hanger, but tonight I can't.
I was up till 3 with Pat Shan. It was ridiculous.
I mean, I stuck around for like an hour, and I think I needed to leave.
Yeah, I was up till 3. That guy, he's a madman. All right. Well, tell people where they can find you. Tell people who your family members are.
The campaign is Scott Snyder Presents The Cloakroom. It's live on Kickstarter now for another a little over 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. You can find me. I'm on Substack, jerrycarita.substack.com, and then almost everywhere else. I'm the only Thorny Comics. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Facebook. Those are the places. Alrighty.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye,
Appreciate
Jerry.
it.
I love you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, and thank you for those of you who backed the project tonight. I really appreciate it.
And bye, Jerry Substack, because I think when he goes off, it goes away. So bye, Jerry Substack.
See you, Jerry.
Oh yeah, that's true. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye, Jerry Substack.
It's my first time ever going live on Substack, and I did it in the most complicated possible way through StreamYard. So I'm glad it worked out. Thanks, guys.
All right. Anybody else need to go?
I only came here for the bullshit, so.
Right. All right. So
I came for the leprosy jokes.
Well, so I plan on staying for a half hour. So 12:45 probably.
Oh, yeah. I got to work tomorrow. I have a day job. So.
Go. It's 12:09. Go. It's okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Marvin's already blown I got my money and I got to go. So everybody else is fine. Rob has a bedtime, so Rob's fine.
Yeah, no, they should do stuff tomorrow, so.
You want to tell people where they can find you and all that?
Yes. So I am also on Substack, MJ Massey. So you can find me there. I also have my website, melissajmassey.com. So that links to everything. And I'm also on Facebook and Blue Skies. So, kind of a little bit of old school stuff, a little bit of new school stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, it was nice hanging out with you as always. And I will see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me on, and have a good night, everyone.
Take care.
Good night. All right. Everybody else is for the hangs.
Yeah, we're hanging.
All right. So it's really hard. Normally, I have like quick things to talk about, but because of like politics, like it's so crazy on the internet, like it's hard to think about subculture comics stuff. But this week we had the newest Marvel and DC crossover. I'm not sure if you guys read it. Sure if you guys have any opinions. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Batman and Deadpool. Thoughts, comments, concerns, blasphemies. Good talk, guys. Good
talk. I actually appreciated the fact that it wasn't just Batman and Deadpool. Like it was Captain America, Wonder Woman. They did other stuff in the book, which was kind of an interesting thing instead of having like all these different ones. So I was like, all right, that's a cool piece of like bonus material for a book like that. I still didn't buy it, but at least I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, that's they went a little above and beyond, which I appreciated.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Deadpool fan. He ruins most comics for me.
Correct.
Because I take comics very seriously, and a character who breaks the fourth wall all the time makes my other characters look silly so he can boost himself. Like, really bugs me because I love the other characters so much. I am fine with Deadpool in his own little world, doing his own thing, but like him messing with my other shit, I don't like. But I will say that that was the first thing that for a long time that Zeb Wells wrote that I really enjoyed. But that's probably Zeb Wells going, Sarah, you're making a weird face.
Bash my elbow on the
She hit
table.
her elbow.
Oh, right in that, right in the funny bone spot.
I thought like either your cat pissed on you or you also were deadly disgusted by Deadpool like I was.
No, I am Deadpool ambivalent. I did not read this comic yet. It's not on Hoopla yet, so I haven't read it. But I was holding in some curses because that really hurt.
You can go ahead and swear. We got it.
It's over now. Now the pain's gone. It's not worth a swear anymore.
No. Are you actually behind a brick wall, or is that?
Yeah, no, that's a real brick wall. I'm in prison.
wow.
So.
Damn.
Oh damn.
I believe
This building is one of those, like, it used to be a manufacturing building, and then the manufacturing all left the town, and so they remodeled this building into like hoity-toity apartments, and now I live in it.
You
and
fancy.
It sucks because I have a million plants. Because you know how, like, when you hit your 30s, you either become like a plant person or a book person, or you get a lot of piercings, I guess. And I turned into a plant person, and I have a million plants, and the bricks suck all the moisture out of the air. And so all my plants kept dying, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? They were fine at my other house. Why are they not fine here? And it turns out I need to water them like twice as often. And I learned that the hard way. Probably spent $100+ on dead plants. Sucked. And it's also a lot drier in here than it should be. But, I mean, it is pretty. Pretty. It's a cool wall.
We got Miracle. Do you have any opinions about Batman and Deadpool? Like literally, it's the biggest thing that came out. So that's what we're.
I like the blue in Batman's kit. I fuck with the blue a lot. I do. I know it's a dumb thing, but like, okay, there's only so many things like the Venom purple. You know what I mean? Like the purple symbiote for me, and like the blue cape on Batman. Those two are like top tier in terms of
they should
look.
make love like the
yeah. That should have been the crossover.
Make a new character.
Venom, there you go.
But I don't know what it would be.
Venom bat.
Right. Well, since you're not reading what came out this week, what are you reading? Sean, let's start with you. What are you reading?
I'm not reading anything right now. I was getting ready for Comic-Con. I did see I've been, like I said, kicking everything on the socials for the crowdfunding.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but no, I did like you all. I seen all the variant covers everybody was talking about, and is this going to be worth so much and all that stuff? And I'm like, that's why I got out of mainstream comics. It's all like a cash grab, So
yeah. How many variant covers you have in your Kickstarter?
We have a total of 7 covers, 2 foundational covers. I know, right? It's like Yeah, the pot calling the kettle black. But
I just it's always a funny joke to me when people are like, I hate that the mainstream is getting all these covers. Then I'm like, how many
right,
demos
yeah.
you got?
Right. Well, I'm an old school guy. I quit collecting when they didn't do variant covers. I mean, I quit about the time, probably about 2 or 3 years after Image started. So yeah, it wasn't a lot of variant covers going on back there. They did have some fold outs inside and that kind of thing. But
did you quit because you didn't get the answer of how Cyclops got Jean Grey, and you just thought they're not going to answer it.
This doesn't make any sense. This is the only thing in the book I can't believe. Everything else makes sense to me, but
and that was a time when he was having bad thoughts about Psylocke.
Yeah.
Remember there was random 1 year where he's just having naughty thoughts about Psylocke that never went.
Well, that's because Jim Lee was drawing the book and Psylocke was all about it.
Right? It was weird. I liked it, but it was weird. I could relate to that. All right, Tom, what are you reading? I think you got up and get something.
This is the most books I've had at one time. This is probably 2 weeks worth, in fairness. But I went down there and I was like, "There's probably something in there." They were like, "Yeah, there's a few things." I was like, "Okay." So I'm a big Godzilla fan, so I'm reading whatever this new Godzilla thing is.
Okay.
This Saikai new version of it. I got the first one just because it had an Art Adams cover. I was like, I'm buying that. Right. But I was like, okay, give me the rest of it.
Yeah, Tim Seeley's a good writer, so you'll be all right.
It's yeah, exactly. That was the other thing. I was like, oh, I know Tim. That should be fine. Yeah. I've been liking the Battle Beast book that Kirkman's been putting out. That's a wild book. I love Ryan Otley's stuff. I dove back into I've actually dove back into the Spawn universe last year. I started reading Gunslinger Spawn out of the blue. I was like, okay, give me that. But mostly that was because of Brett Booth's art. I was like, I don't even care. Sorry, Todd. I don't care what you're writing. I want to see what this is. But I ended up liking it. And so I've been just getting the trades and that's been cool. But I also went into this Curse of Shirley Johnson spinoff that he's doing, which is basically a story about a girl going back to the original Spawn run, issue number 5, with the child killer guy that was in the ice cream truck that Spawn offed. So it's one of the kids that he killed has acquired some sort of Spawn powers, and so they're doing a story with her. It's really weird. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is issue 3. I literally don't know what's going on, but the art again is so crazy good that I'm just I'm here for the ride. Just take me through the ride and we'll see where it ends. And then this just came out, Dynomutt, Blue Falcon and Dynomutt, right. the Amanda Connor cover. The art inside is actually really good too. So I was like, all right, we'll give that the old school try. Most of those cartoon books are not great. Sorry guys, they're not great. But this one at least looked like it had something going on, so we'll give it a try.
No, I'm with you. David Pepos is a dear friend of mine, and I apologize if you see this, David. You won't, but if you do, I apologize. It took me till issue 3 where I realized it was not a reboot, just it was not like a continuation. It was like a retelling of Captain Planet to the audience, to a modern audience. It took me 3 issues to figure that out. It shouldn't take me that long. I was why don't they know each other? I was like, I'm so confused why these teenagers who've known each other for years don't know each other.
Yeah, the Herculoids, it's not good. God, there was another one that I really wanted to like. Makes me nervous about Thundar now. I don't know. They're not. Somebody actually pointed out to me. I was at Comic-Con this weekend, and Thundercats. I grabbed a Thundercats book out of the $1 box. I was like, okay, give it to me for $1. And I'm just kind of looking at it and I'm reading through it real quick. And I'm like, this is really not good. What is the appeal to this? As far as because it's doing well and they've got all kinds of spinoffs and stuff. And then somebody was at the booth, they read it and they were like, you're right. This is really kind of low level stuff. But his thought process was maybe that's on purpose because they're trying to sell it to a younger audience, like a kid audience. Right. And I was like, well, that's a fair thought process. But I don't know that I see tons of kids running around going, "Give me the Thundercats." Like that's not really happening. So it was a discussion that we had, and I was like, that's it's not unreasonable, but I feel that it's weird that it's as successful as it is if all of these issues are sort of like this issue one.
Well, that's Declan Declan.
Yes, Declan Shelby.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a basic writer, so it feels like something needs to be. So I don't know. But I've always felt that way. Even when I've read the He-Mans now and then, when there's a cross or whatever, it's always basic. It always feels like the '80s cartoon. And then you look at someone like Kevin Smith, who like tried to exchange the lore and do a whole bunch of stuff, and that backfired on him tremendously. Maybe just that fan base just wants it to feel like the '80s. That's it.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Space Ghost of the Year is really good.
The what?
David Pepos' Space Ghost, like that.
Yeah, I've heard that that Space Ghost was good. I have not read it. I am interested, but yeah, I agree. I've heard nothing but good about that completely.
So, Sarah, you reading anything? You just writing things? You just?
I just picked up the Resident Alien omnibus.
Okay.
So
yeah.
gonna check that out pretty soon. And I did have to read a bunch of indie comics for Printopia. The most recent one I read was actually my collab partner Valhalla.
Okay.
I'm not finished with that actually. I should probably finish that. And I also picked up a bunch of pirate research. So there's a story that I'm trying to do about women pirates, how they really are supposed to be, not how we see them in Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff. So I've got a bunch of books about historical stuff about lady pirates.
Nice.
How about the lady pirate lady pirate captain used to like? How do I say this? Sell herself to make some money for her boat. Like that was like a real pirate queen, and she would just be like, "We need some cash. I'm gonna go make a little cash."
Haven't run into that one yet, but this book is specifically about female pirates, so
yeah,
I'm probably gonna. If she exists, she's probably in this book.
Cool.
I mean, one of the most successful pirates out there was the name is escaping me. She was a Chinese woman, and it's very easy to. I could just Google it.
Chinese pirate woman.
Yeah, Zheng Yishao. Zheng Yishao. Yeah, she was real. She was in Pirates of the Caribbean 3, I think, and they had one of them
I think we all know about
but it was
General
supposed to be a woman.
Sao.
What's that?
General Sao, the chicken. I think we're all fully aware of it.
She was one of those ones that they liked her. The people that she would capture would like her so much that they would just stay as part of her crew. But she was also like super ruthless. So she's actually a very fascinating character if you like historical figures.
Female pirates.
Yeah, she's a good one to read about because she's fascinating person.
So her name is Jeanne de Clisson, and she's known as the Lioness of Brittany, and she was just known to go make a little money for her cause.
Nice. It's like she didn't have to. Nobody was making her. That's how
Yeah.
she decided to do it.
100%.
Awesome.
It was all on her. She was just
awesome.
like, I can get a little bit of gold.
Yeah. Nice.
Fair.
I mean, there's worse ways. So,
all-
Braden,
if it's your choice, it has to be your choice.
Yeah.
Braden, you reading anything?
Yeah, I actually just picked up Deadly Glass. I was caught up to 7, and then so I got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I think caps it out. Yeah, no, it's good so far. I'm rereading it and gonna kind of get those. It's a cool book. I like the color scheme of it. Like it's interesting. They definitely had a cool take for sure.
I mean, Rick Remender he just wants to make cool fucking books. Like that's what he does. Like he's just like, all right, cool. Like a lot of his books, if you like really think about it, you're like, this plot is pretty basic, but he's made it so much layered. Like you
Right.
forget how basic it is because it's so cool. Like, and the weird art palettes and all the weird shit he does, you know?
Yeah, no, they're crazy books. And yeah, like you said, like it really takes this concept, which is like Harry Potter assassins and
Right.
the school of assassins, and makes it like this cool like group story.
Yeah, I listened to an interview with him, and I think that a lot of Kickstarter people need to take his advice. In the Kickstarter world, unlike the direct market world, the trade is the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
so a lot of like comic creators will sell the trade, like focus on the trade sales. They'll focus on like issue 1 and they'll kind of ignore it, and then they'll focus on the trade because that's where they really make their money. And I noticed because Kickstarters, we take so long to do things, and a lot of people want to move on to the next thing. They don't really celebrate the trades when they come out. Like, they don't make those bigger campaigns or more exciting campaigns because it's kind of like, all right, I'm just done. I want to make, because I think for Kickstarter, people are like, all right, finally I can make a little bit of money because I don't have to pay the artist again. Just gonna buy a couple covers. Like, so they're so excited about that part, and I think that that's where we lose it because that's the evergreen part is the trade, right? And making that the evergreen. And I noticed so many Kickstarter, and I really looked at it like, the people who do make those trades special, like really have the stuff. Like Tom, this is doing that evergreen model, right? When you get to an omnibus, like what did I call it? What was my word?
Omnibus.
Omnibussy. It's a special thing. It's its own thing. When you make these things, they're kind of evergreen, but how do you make them special? You look at like a Kirkman, right? Who's hey, I made it, and then I'm gonna have the what do you call? He has the omnibuses, but he has like the volume compendiums, which is like 6, like all these different verbiages to like continue to do it, and then the color one's coming. I know he said it's not that before you die, you'll get a Walking Dead color if you want it. I promise. I don't give a fuck what he said. He's lying to you. He wants your money. So I don't know if people agree with that. Have you seen the indie space?
Those trades and everything though are more for mass market. Like Kickstarter is not mass market. Kickstarter is very niche. Kickstarter is very collector based. There are definitely readers there for sure, but I think a lot of the trade stuff on, like, you'll even see like Top Cow and those guys, they'll do big hardcovers and they'll do like a Kickstarter version, but really they're just funding the hardcover that they're going to send to the retail market. And they just make, 5,000 of those versions. So I think that's really why that's really all it comes down to is, the even though you don't have a lot of money, extra money going into it, it still costs a shitload of money to be like, I need 1,000 of these books, to have. And then that's what really adds up the money, where a Kickstarter is like, guys, I need like 10 grand for this stuff to make this stuff. Because if you're going to make like trades, there's 0 point making like 100 trades. Right. This is where you come out and you say, I'm going to get the best price point that I can to make the best possible retail price that I can for my customer. And I'm going to have 1,000 units. Maybe we sell like 300 or 400 on the Kickstarter. That leaves me with like 600 units to sell, in a forward process. And that's kind of what you see with all of these, hardcovers and different versions and so on with all these companies.
But I really think that we as Kickstarter people need to focus on that aspect of it and make it special, like these, because a lot of them, like a lot of they're literally just the issues laid out in the trade. They didn't put any effort, any art in it, any production value.
Right.
And I do a lot of that. I mean, this is not to brag, but that's why I'm nominated for the Ringo, is because we put a lot of effort into that Coins of Judas trade. If you went into details, like the design work of it is different than the issues. Like we put a lot of that extra. But I find that the majority of Kickstarter, when I get a trade, it's literally a Comics Wellspring trade, which you should never fucking buy. Comics Wellspring trade, they're fucking falling apart. I'm even gonna call my friend out, Charlotte. Hold on, I got it here. Yeah, like this Spider Squirrel is Charlie's, which is great, but like it doesn't like it's kind of like it's stiff, like it's not bending right. Like that trade shouldn't make that noise when you bend them, right? They should be.
That's weird. Yeah,
and it doesn't like open fully. Like look, like that's I'm straining to go further than that, like pulling it, like it doesn't. It's just not good quality, and he even admitted himself. They don't make these good quality trades. Spend a little bit.
It's probably not. It's probably not sewn in. It's
Right.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So spend a little effort on it. But yeah, so Rick. The reason why I mentioned that is Rick Remender is the one who really talked about it. He's like, and again, like you pointed out, it's a direct market thing. He's like, my job starts at the trade. Like getting the issues out is just me like getting them out there. He's like, the trade is when I got to sell. That's when I've got to get the stores. That's when I got to get the bookstore deal and blah, 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 all that stuff. That's when that's when you're pitching, right? A lot of people come to Kickstarter trying to make the Hollywood money. They want issue 1 and they're like, oh, I've got proof of concept here. No, man, like get the trade, get the book, show you have fans.
Yeah.
Proof of concept is you finish the story.
Right.
Otherwise, you just have an idea, and we all have ideas.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's so true, right? Like an unfinished series is as good as an idea, right? Because it's you don't have everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we missed our chance to sell Oz as a TV show because we didn't have enough at the time. Like we still had I think we had the first volume done, first 6 issues, which took us through the end. It took us through the end of the Witch of the West and so on. But it was, we were trying to pitch this as like a series, and they couldn't see where it was going. They saw where we ended it, but they couldn't see the beyond that.
Right.
And so I think that if we were to go back to Hollywood now and pitch it with, the 30 issues that we have now, the 6 volumes, we can really show like, look, you can do this over the course of 4 or 5 seasons of a show with what we have. There is an ending for this too. So I could even pitch it forward to be like, this is the ending, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. You can use all of it. You can condense it. You can do whatever you want with it, but here's your complete story. It's a real honest to God timeline of things. But at the time, I don't think we were able to really, pitch it properly to where they understood what it could be beyond just this small part of the story.
Right. Yeah. Sarah, have you done any trades? Because I think your old business didn't really go to trades, right?
We did. Well, I guess not. No. I never.
Yeah, a lot of singles,
we did
right?
anthologies, but yeah,
right.
but yeah, not trades. No.
Well, then the anthologies are.
Yeah, the anthologies are. Well, I don't know how y'all do those anthologies. Those are insane. But I am working on a trade now, the first time, and of course by myself too. I've got very little help. I was actually sitting here listening to you guys and thinking I need to send you guys some private messages and ask you what the hell you do for this, because Power Broker is coming. We've got 5 issues out. We're gonna do number 6 in October, and we want to do 1 through 5. So as a trade, and I've collected, like, obviously we've got all 5 issues, and I've collected all this other extra stuff, and I'm like, I know I want to put that in the book, but I don't know how to do it. I've been thinking about how I want to do this, and Todd, the creator, he's no help. He's just like, here's everything you need, you do the rest.
Right.
Which is great. Like, I'm glad he saved all that stuff over the course of the creation of this book. I had he and I did not know each other when he started this, and he did with very little actual comic experience. He just started doing stuff and learned along the way, and he made a pretty good book. I mean, it looks great. He hired a guy who at the time did not have any comic experience, and he drew the book beautifully. And he hired HDE to do the letters, so the letters are good. But yeah, like it's wild. Like this book like shouldn't be as good as it is because it was just two people who never made a comic before making a comic, and he did not make it he made it to be released as a web thing, so he had to refinagle it into a book format.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got all this stuff that'll be great in all these little extra bits to go into a trade, and I would like to incorporate them somehow, and I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, and then some of it you want to leave behind too, which makes it weird too. Like Tom's talking about, hey, it was either print the 4. I'm in the exact same boat. I'm doing in November. I'm doing Cthulhu Invades Oz 2nd edition, and I'm adding some more stories. Literally because it's, do I continue to print because I didn't order enough back then, or I did and I've sold through, because I ordered I think 3,000 copies, so I've gone through, and I've ordered some since then, so I probably sold 3,500 copies of that book, which is great, awesome. But but now the last few runs I've ordered 100, so now I'm paying, I'm not making as much profit as I used to. Mm-hmm. And so, do I do it? And it's easier to just add a few stories, make it a better edition. I'm better at it now, than I was then. So we can really do some stuff. So which is pretty cool. So we're doing that in November, and I intentionally left out characters to do that on purpose. So I never had the Gnome King in my book, which is a huge character. I never had Patchwork Girl in my book, huge character. I did that on purpose to go back to those,
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
So, Sean, question for you, because I know you said your plan is a trade. Is the your Immortalist? Is that your other stuff?
Immortalist, yeah, that's the other one. We published that through Marcosia, and we got 2 trades out. They did better than the floppies. But yeah, they're getting ready to release 15 digitally next month. So number 15 of the floppy.
Nice.
Is this wow. Is that the same universe as the?
It is. Yeah, the Heartless Bastards show up in the Immortalis in issue 6, and then we liked them so much we had to do kind of a spinoff kind of thing. So, yeah.
And Braden, your plan is the 4, and then you're going to do do trades,
Yeah. So I want to do Haven's Sketch Night, your one shot, and Sean's one shot. And put it into a trade because, like you said, I want to make it an event. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be like, the community coming together, and I want like cool things that you aren't going to get like when we release the single issues. One of the things I want to do is I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to do like a, when you open up like an old video game or whatever, you get like the game manual for it. I want to do like character dossiers, and then have it be like along with the issue, along with the volume, you get it for that character.
I think you making a very solid through line, and maybe even creating a map of where maybe a basic map of where these things take place.
For sure.
Especially if you do a volume 2, because you'd be like, oh, this shit got taken over by
that's I'm definitely writing that. No, because that's no, you're 100% right, because that's such a visual representation of what's going on.
It'll look boring in the first issue. Like the first volume, it'll look boring. It's when you get into volume 2 and things are being taken over that it looks better.
That's smart. Yeah. For sure. Thank you for that. I'm taking that and running with it now.
Have you mapped out Oz in your book, Tom? Do you guys have a map?
We haven't produced a map, but our map basically is Bomb's map. We use his locations, his stuff. Do
you follow the path of his books for the most part?
Very loosely. Obviously the Wizard of Oz is our first book, but it sort of overlaps with the second book because General Ginger's in our first book. So there's some overlap with that. And then, we do go into the Gnome King and Ozma. So again, there's sort of that first couple of books that sort of overlap a little bit, but we also use things that are from later books now. So like when we did our Ozma story, I was going to write Ozma, Tip turning back into Ozma. I was going to write it in a similar way as the books, but then when I got to that sort of portion, I was like, I don't want to do it that way. I want to find a different way to do this. And so I went scouring the books for things that Baum had created that I could use to turn Tip back into Ozma. And I found what's called the Truth Pond. And the Truth Pond is a body of water where if you walk through it, it will remove any unwanted enchantment when you get to the other side of the Truth Pond. And so I was like, that's perfect. That's 100% perfect. All I have to do is write the story, which actually elevates the story, because now I have to create the story so that Tip understands that it is an unwanted enchantment. He has to make the decision to turn back into Ozma versus just a magical thing happens. So that came out really great. And Oz people really, really appreciated sort of the deep dive into Baum's world. Again, it's all Baum's world. I just am pulling the pieces that I need, regardless of his timeline of his 14 books. I'm just like, well, I want that now, and I want that now, and I want that now, and we just kind of create this new, bouillabaisse of Oz. But it's based on Baum, but it's got all of our twists to it, and that went over really well. So, that's how we kind of do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best way to do it. There's so much. I mean, Baum wrote so many books,
and it's all bad shit. Like the further you get into the books, more and more and more bad shit until you get to the end. It's just like, what the hell's going on right now?
I mean, it's the first. I believe somebody told me, and I believe it to be true. It's the first like expanded universe, the first like
totally
connected universe of anything. Like, people did a
even
sequel to a book, but not like a universe.
Right. And Oz even expanded. So there's the map of Oz, but then when you get outside the Deadly Desert and all of the things that go around Oz, now you've got the land of Ix and, all this other stuff outside of it. And it just kept growing and growing and growing. So, yeah.
It's wild, especially when you think about, when you see the interviews and you've read the interviews where he's like, I don't even want to write these anymore.
Yeah.
He's just fucking keeping doing them.
He only wrote them just because the kids kept being like, this is badass. Give me some more. And he's like, I can't say no to the kids. So he just kept going. Yeah.
He was just like, I'm done.
Yeah, he even wrote a finale. Like the Emerald City of Oz, he wrote a finale. Like he was like, this is it. I'm writing it. And his publishers were like, no, we need more. Like, give me some more. So there were still 2 more after that book. And then he had passed. So no more. Well, there was more. Then it was all handed to Ruth Pulley Thompson, and she just took it and did her own like 20 some books.
Yeah. But only like 2 of those are not. Very few of those are in public domain, right?
I don't know that any of them are.
Yeah.
Maybe the first one, but not many. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're dealing with anything outside of the Baum stuff.
What did you think of our friends Kat and Phil? They're doing the like transgender Osmond, because I never got that when I read the Osmond, that I never felt that part of it. What do you feel?
Well, people have. You're gonna get me in trouble. I can't.
I'm trying not to try to get
It's Osmond has
I never felt that when I read that part, but I also could see that. I could see it going that way. Like, I'm okay with that. Let me.
It's an interpretation. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. And she's become sort of a trans icon. There's problems with it, though. The problem is that Tip doesn't transition into Ozma.
Right.
She was Ozma to begin with.
Right. Forcibly
became Tip.
Right.
And then managed to get herself back through this. So they're in some ways they're sort of picking and choosing some of the elements that they want to sort of focus on, which is Tip becoming the girl, which I understand. That's the end of the story, but the beginning of the story kind of throws a wrench into that whole thought process. So, but again, like you said, it's interpretation, and there's a lot of different stories of Oz that have been reinterpreted. Mine, I agree, is the same. It's a reinterpretation of sort of the concepts. How do we want to take the concept and translate it into, what we want it to be? And so, and Oz in general has been sort of a specifically the movies, but it's kind of gone everywhere. It's become sort of a gay thing for decades upon decades. So the fact that then led to the Ozma part of it, I'm like, well, I mean, that all tracks. I mean, look where it was, look where it is. It all tracks. It's just, again, you're putting Oz in a different sort of context and then running the thread, and then it all kind of balances out and it makes sense. So it just kind of depends on where you're coming from as far as, what you want your Oz to be. And there's there's this kind and there's this kind. I remember people were upset with Tin Man because the Emerald City, when they went to the Emerald City and they found the wizard, he was like this drunk dude, and there were like hookers in the Emerald City and stuff. Like people were like, "Yo, what are we doing with Oz right now?" But that was like a little tiny part of like the whole Tin Man thing. But Tin Man at the time, maybe it still is. Can't possibly be. But at the time, it was the most watched cable TV series ever. And it was like a sci-fi movie, so it was very popular. I don't know that it holds up on, a lot of rewatching, but it was hugely popular at the time, and, people have fond memories of it. So.
Yeah, I've read up to, I think 8 or 9. I think TikTok, I think is 8. Yeah. I think I read up to that, and maybe one after it. So I've read most of it. I haven't read all of it, but.
Yeah, it just keeps getting weirder, man. It just keeps getting weirder. And I think that's, a lot of people really only have a concept of really the first 2 books. Right. The first book, and then the second one is all the Ozma stuff. And then it's just bizarro adventures with,
I would wager to say if you've, because Ozma's 3, and I think a lot of people know that, especially if you've read comic books, so Patchwork Girl and TikTok, and they're comic book like Oz characters, right? So if you've read any of the comic books, that's where those go always. Sorry to talk about Oz, guys. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
So, but I think we're gonna wrap up because it's almost 1, and we gotta go to bed. I mean, maybe you guys live in time zone where that's not a problem. But you guys,
I'm a little bit earlier than you guys.
Yeah. Where are you at? Colorado. So
just like not even 11 yet.
Not even 11 yet. Yeah.
I'm in Central Time, so just an hour behind you.
Oh, see, Tom and I are East Coast. So, Tom, you go to Baltimore?
Yeah, but I live that late lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's true. Are you going to Baltimore?
No, that's the same weekend as Big Texas Comic-Con. So Big Texas is inviting Big Dog Inc. down to Texas. So there's going to be like 7 of us going down there for our 15-year anniversary event. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. You made the right choice. I think
that's cool.
Even though last year, it was really fun to see Tom. Tom was the only creator besides me who was in the long boxes and in the looking at the trades to buy stuff. And I automatically gained more respect for Tom because so many of comics, like you said, Sean, like you got out of it a long time ago. You're writing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. That's the majority of comic fans. They really don't read. They don't care about the medium, or I wouldn't say they don't care about the medium. That's they don't care about like really reading a lot of the stuff. Where like Tom is one of those rare he's buying it to read, and then if he doesn't like it, he'll flip it. But he literally will read it. And where I am reading it to have shelves and shelves. This week was a very expensive comic week for me.
I came away with Baltimore with a bunch of stuff. The one that really stood out though was Cullen Bunn's Dark Arc. You ever read Dark Arc?
Yeah, I read that. I like that.
Dark Arc is cool. I'd always heard about it, and then it was like in the $10 hardcover box. I'm like, fuck yeah, give me that. And then this thing just came in today. Like I had completely forgot I ordered it. Talking about omnibuses.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Freaking 1,000 pages of Blackest Night. Like, god damn.
That's a weapon.
Yeah, that's a spider killer, is what that is.
No, so Baltimore was really good for me because I got all of Lock and Key. I replaced my soft covers with hard covers, which is really good. I think I got all the volumes there except for one, and they were like $5 a piece, so like not a problem, or maybe 10. I don't remember what it was, but very reasonable. And then I got I own all of Ninja Turtles. Like I own everything. I have a copy of pretty much everything except for like the really expensive Lard ones that he's done in the last. Peter did a few books like the last 6 years, not the last. In 2000, he did like 6 books, only like 500 made. So I don't have a lot of those, but I have everything else. But they had a lot of trades, so I bought a bunch of trades. It's all random. It's all random numbers, but it started me to go, all right, so now this is a thing.
Yeah, but at $5, like you just get the ones you need and then fill it in as you find them.
Fill them as they go, right? So yeah. I think I got 10 trades. They're all over the place for the IDW run, but like you said, I'll fill it in as I go. So, but that's it, guys. Thank you, guys. Let's tell everyone where they can find you, and let's go to bed. Sean, where can everyone find you?
On Facebook at Tam Immortalis or at Sean Lewis on Facebook. On Instagram, Tam Immortalis again. I am a stupid name. Here I am. Rock you like a metaphor. Stupid long name. Yeah, but mostly the Tam Immortalis, and we're also, like you said, on the Marcosia. You can order all our stuff from their webpage, and yeah.
All right, and you're more than welcome to come next week if you're not funded. Okay. So you can't come back. You can only not come back if you're funded, and you're still welcome to come back. It's just whether or not we have room.
Gotcha.
So
100%. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
Yeah, no problem. Sarah?
Except for the leprosy, we got a little sideways with that. But.
That was weird. But that's MJ's thing.
It was interesting. It wasn't bad. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Been a lot worse.
In the Ottoman Empire, you don't make an Ottoman joke. You make a leprosy joke. I have questions. It's just I'm a curious person.
Yeah, you can find me Facebook and Instagram at Definite Article Creative, and I'm on Blue Sky at definitearticle.com, and my website is definitearticlecreative.com.
Nice. And we've talked a little bit. I know we talked a little bit about Backer Kit and stuff. How are you feeling about it, though? How are you feeling about this initiative?
Like overall, I think that the whole event is already a great success.
Okay.
I knew that when I was going into it, I knew I had a very ambitious goal. The number of followers that I had versus the amount of money that I needed to raise.
Sure.
And so I went into it going, I'm going to be real sad if I fail, but I'll get over it. If it fails, it fails. It's not like I feel like you're not really a indie comic creator if you haven't had at least one campaign fail, right? So I'm prepared for it to fail. I don't want it to fail. You know what? The damn thing, I didn't get to choose the end date on this because it's the event, so Backer Kit chose it, and it's my freaking birthday is when the campaign ends. So I'm like, that's gonna be a shit birthday if it ends and my campaign doesn't fund.
No, that's where you just tell all your friends, okay, there's gonna be a party, but you all have to back the campaign before you can get any food or anything.
Here's my present.
Really loved me, you'd back my campaign.
Yeah, no, Sarah, you need to milk that. The day before you're back there, you're like, hey, I could not have this fail on my birthday.
Yeah.
Because you've got enough I think you got enough to build it. And, you got launched, so you've got a couple more emails to go out and all that. So.
Yeah. I need to get into launch and do that more because I do have several. I have a lot of people on there. Not the whole 4,000 people that it says that I have. I don't know if I'm reaching those people with launch, but it's going out to at least a few hundred people.
Right.
So yeah, I got to use that again because I think I only used it once at the beginning, or maybe twice. Yeah. So yeah, I need to use that more. It's a good tool.
Well, and the positive is if they've already backed it, it's not going to send it to them. So you're not going to harass the people who already backed. So
awesome. Yeah.
It's their own fault for not backing to get harassed.
Right.
They asked for it.
Exactly.
Tom?
BigDogGames.com. If you want books, everything we have is there. Trade paperbacks, back issues, whatever you're looking for. The omnibus goes another, 7 days, I guess. Next Wednesday night it ends. And then I will be next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, I'll be in Detroit for FantasticCon for a couple of days. So if you guys are down that way, this is their first time up in the Detroit area that I am aware of. So come on up.
That's like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of October.
No, it's the 27, 28. Yeah. And then if you're in Texas, it's the 16, 17, 18. We're going to be in San Antonio with the group for Big Texas Comic Con.
Nice. And I'm Travis Gibb. I run Orange Chrome Productions. You can find me at travisgibb.substack.com. Orange Chrome Productions, if you want to buy any old books, I need you to back Bubblegum Razor. We're still a little behind. We want to make sure that's fun. Not really worried about it, but obviously I want your support. I think it's a good book, or I wouldn't have fucking made it. Like, I don't make books that I don't think are good. So that's that. If you want to see me, I'll be in Kentucky. They paid me to go to Kentucky. And for the record, for anybody who's in Kentucky, yes, you have to pay me to go to Kentucky. I'm not no rush, no desire in my life to go there, but I am going to go there, and I'm super excited about it because, they pay me to be there. We did a Comic Con exclusive for Cthulhu Invades for Invades Columbia Con, and believe it or not, I have more fans in Kentucky than I thought, and we're going to see if I resonate with the Kentucky audience. I think I may be a little too liberal, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Either way, they've got whiskey, right? Or whiskey, or only the barrels, because they, when you buy like a beer or anything, it's like this was made in a whiskey barrel. Like, do you guys have the whiskey, or do you guys like get rid of the whiskey just to use the barrels? I don't know how it works. Anybody bet in Kentucky? I don't know.
Been through Kentucky.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. But have fun at all your cons, and thank you guys for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
guys.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Time to go.